Oh boy, everybody, this is finally it. The new patch 10.0.0 for Fire Emblem. I have been waiting for so long. Much of the community has been waiting for so long. Just in general, it's been far too long since we got a patch. Everyone's been just dying for a change to the meta, and here we go. Finally got it. Radiant Dawn apparently is what they're calling it. So I guess more of a direct sequel than it sounds like to the previous patch, the Path of Radiance that we've been in. See what we got. We're just gonna dig right into this here. It's gonna be a long one, but oh boy, do I love passions. What do we got here? So, find time to find out what's happened after the events of Path of Radiance and its new update. 3 years have passed since the events of the Mad King's War, and things have not been going well. Benyon has occupied Dane, forcing the citizens into brutal labor. A small resistance force rises up to battle its oppressors, led by a young woman with the ability. I don't think I'm using the periods properly here. Hold on. A small resistance force has risen up to battle its oppressors, led by a young woman with the ability to see this. I wonder if they meant to put a comma there. They put a capital L. Meh. I don't know. Maybe they screwed up somewhere. Anyways, with the ability to see into the future that people have come to call the Silver-Haired Maiden. But even Crimea is suffering. Queen Olyncia's rule has come under dispute by local lords, leading into civil war, and the Laguz nations make a horrific discovery that leads them into war with the Banyan Empire. The flames of Laren's medallion grow stronger, and the awakening of the Dark God goes. Okay, so they were kind of teasing that in the last one. I'm actually surprised they didn't really commit to it. In Path of Radiance, they got this whole Dark God thing going on, and they never really did anything with it. They're just like, whatever, Dark God's the thing, you know. You should be afraid of it, but they never did anything with it. So I guess that's what this is all about. Is they're gonna try and make that better. Okay, general changes though. This is what's gonna matter. Players migrating over to the new patch can transfer save data from the previous patch to give them certain bonuses in patch 10.0.0. More details can be found below. Not directly below, apparently, but I'm guessing at some point. So let's see here. Other changes. Effective weapon from 2 to 3. Thank Christ. I don't know why they keep going back to 2. I don't know if they're just like, oh, the American audience is too stupid to handle ×3 effective weaponry. We got to keep going ×2 and make it baby's first Fire Emblem. That's huge. I love this one. Thank you for making effective weapons actually effective. That's awesome. Weapon rank changed from E through S, I'm assuming how you're supposed to say it, to E through SS. So there's another rank apparently now, so you can get multiple weapons to S rank. I guess. I don't understand what that means yet, I guess. Well, SS, what the fuck does that even mean? So you can S rank any weapons, but you can what the fuck? Like why is that not just I don't know. I guess I don't understand how that's different than what they had other than it adds one more weapon rank level to it. I don't get that one. But alright, whatever. They have that now. Fucking shit. You always get in the way. Just be done with it. Why do you always pop up when I'm trying to record shit? Okay, anyways. Added tier 3 classes that can be promoted using a master seal on a promoted unit level 10 or higher. Ooh. Wait, hold on. Does that mean... Wait, are we seeing Return to Sacred Stones? Are we doing like, there's like baby classes now? Is that what they're saying? Or is there like another class on top of? Master seal on a promoted unit. I think that means there's actually like Cavalier, Paladin, and then something beyond that. Is that? It sounds like that's what they're saying. There's another whole class. That's cool. That's cool. I like that. Added dark magic. Oh, okay, cool. Finally, I was kind of myself and everyone else was confused as to what happened to light magic or dark magic. It felt like they had a good thing going in the GBA series. Oops. Uh, all right. So what we got here? Added dark magic. Finally, it's back. It's been what? I guess just one whole patch, but like for some reason they took it away in the last patch because I don't know. They just like whatever dark magic. Like it doesn't exist anymore. We don't want it. So back to before. Advantage versus anima. Disadvantage versus light. Okay, it's all good. That's fun. I like it. Yay, dark magic's back. Knives are now a weapon type. No longer require a skill. No weapon triangle advantage or disadvantage against other weapons. Okay, so it's like a bow, but not a bow, I guess. It's like a melee version of a bow? Is that what it's supposed to be kind of like, I guess? No longer skill. Okay. I mean, that's fine. Knives are kind of shitty anyways, but whatever. I guess they're a thing now. Swords, axes, and lances now have an accurate and power variant. Swords, accurate. Blades, power. Lance, accurate. General, great lances, power. Axes. I don't understand exactly what that means. An accurate and power variant? I mean, I kind of like the idea behind what... If it... I guess... I'm assuming what that means is like... Kind of like how swords had blades before. Yeah, there were swords and blades before, but blades were always low accuracy, high power. So I guess they just gave... Okay, so I'm assuming that's what they mean. Is they took the idea of the swords and blades that they've had up until now in the other patches, and they're just like, hey, why don't we make, I guess, great lances, what they're calling it, and pole axes? Wait, pole axes. Isn't pole axe the effective versus mounted units? I guess I don't... Either way, it sounds like that's what they're trying to do. It's like now swords have always had kind of a, you can use accuracy by using swords, or you can get more power or might, I guess you'd say, by using blades, but they're less accurate. And I guess that's kind of what it sounds like they're doing with axes and length. That's kind of cool, I guess. I like the idea. Not sure how, well, I guess we'll see in practice how that works out. Forging is no longer limited to once per chapter. You can now use coins to further improve weapon stats. Ooh, I like that. Forging no longer once per chapter. That's awesome. Gotta love that. That's amazing. And you can now use coins to further improve weapon stats. Coins were absolutely useless, so I guess they found a use for them. I think most people just sold them. Like, what the fuck, 1 extra gold? I don't know. I held on to a whole bunch of them because I figured what's the difference between 1 gold and 1 coin other than maybe, supply, like, supply limit. I don't know. I guess we'll see how coins work. It could be good. I like further improving. That's a great idea, whatever that means. Rework Lagoo's transformation gauge. Okay. So now all Lagoos start the battle with a transform gauge at 0. That's a huge nerf. That's unfortunate. Gain points per turn. That's kind of how it was before. Lagoos now transform by using an action rather than at the start of their turn. That's a huge buff. Because now you can just wait to transform them and start losing gauge until you're ready to. I mean, that's kind of cool. That's really good. This action does not prevent the Lagoos from attacking, but it does end their movement for the turn. So it's like a semi-canto. Like, I guess you can move, you can transform attacks. Kind of like, I guess it's like using the trade action doesn't end your action or your turn. That's really cool. So that's a huge... It's a huge nerf to start at 0 when there was like Leth and was Janeth would just transform immediately. Now they start at 0 apparently, which definitely hurts. But this new transform as an action, that's kind of nice, kind of. Because now I guess you're not losing gauge, you're just wandering around the field. You can just kind of like wait for your gauge to get up there and then run in and attack something. I mean, it seems okay. I think ultimately it's a little bit of a nerf. A little bit, not like a huge nerf, because it kind of balances out. The Goose can now unshift as an action, but cannot shift unless their gauge is at... Okay, that's huge, actually, because that's a huge buff. So now it's saying you can save your gauge by unshift... I'm assuming you save gauge. Can't shift unless their gauge is at max. I'm assuming that means that you can, like, attack on the next turn, untransform, and the turn after that, transform again, assuming your gauge is at max, it sounds like, so whatever that means. I mean, not so much whatever that means, but, like, you have to... Depending on the situation, you might be able to, like, do, like, a shift and attack. On your next turn, you can run. If you don't hit an enemy, you can untransform to conserve gauge. On the next turn, you can run again in the humanoid form. And then assuming your gauge is at max, you could shift... That's really nice, in theory. If it works the way I'm thinking it works, that works really well. I mean, the transform only at max could be a huge limitation. I guess that's kind of... I guess it depends on how much gauge they gain per turn. If they gain enough gauge, then you could, in theory, attack on one turn, untransform on the next turn, assuming you don't need to be in the animal form, and then run further and transform. I mean, you could do something like that. I don't know. We'll see. This is kind of both good and bad. So ultimately, again, I think a little bit of a nerf, but they're trying to balance out this giant nerf of everyone starts at 0. Increase max gauge from 20 to 30. That's also both good and bad, because getting to 20 already took like 4 turns, I think it was. 5 turns? I don't remember now. It's been a while. Trying to think back to the last patch. Is it 4? I think it's 4 turns if you're at 0. Not everyone started at 0, though, so it was always hard to judge. But I think you gained 4 gauge per turn. I'm pretty sure it was 4 gauge per turn. So that was 5 turns. Now it's 6 turns. Hold on. No, it's not. Because 4 would be 5. That'd be 20. It'd be... Oh, shit. That'd be 7 turns now. That's really unfortunate. That's a huge nerf, unless they changed how much you gain per turn. Maybe you did gain 5 per turn, so it'd be 4 turns if you gain 5, and then now it'd be 6. It's still a nerf, but you do have more gauge to work with. I like a lot of this. I like a lot of it, but I think overall it's a tiny bit of a nerf. There's a lot of like how would you say, quality of life improvements within all of this. But ultimately, I think it's just a tiny bit of a nerf simply because you have Lagoos. Like, you don't get the Lagoos that just transform right at the beginning of the map. And that was huge. Like, Leth and Janeth were god tier because they started transformed. And now you can't do that. So, I mean, you could still use a Lagoos stone, assuming that's still in the game. I hope they didn't remove that. I don't know. Like I said, I think ultimately it's just a tiny nerf. Just a tiny, tiny nerf with a lot of quality of life improvements to help make it a little bit of an easier transition. We'll see, though. We'll see. We'll see when we play the game, how that affects everything. Removing skills now grants you a scroll from the remove skill, allowing you to teach the skill to other characters. Fuck yeah, that's awesome. So now you can move skills around people? Oh, that's really cool. Okay, yeah, I'm all on board. Let's do that shit. Customize your characters? That's awesome. Fuck yeah, let's do more of that. Characters gain level through bonus XP now only gain a maximum of 3 stats. Determined at random, uses character growth. Hold on. Characters gaining level through bonus XP can only gain a maximum of 3 stats. Determined at random, uses... So if you're using bonus XP, it grants you 3 stats that are determined at random and use character growth. Okay, so you're guaranteed 3 stats. Okay, that's the big thing to take away. You're guaranteed 3 stats, and it checks your character's growth to determine which stats. That's both good and bad. It depends, I guess, on the situation. Because if it works like a standard level up, then that doesn't make a whole lot of a difference. Because if it uses a standard level up procedure, it'll just roll... I don't know how that works, though, because it's not rolling all, it's only rolling 3. But even if it does, that means in theory what it could do is, like, let's say you have a high HP growth like most characters do, and then a high skill growth for the sake of argument, and a high, I don't know, like, strength growth. If you have those stats capped, and it rolls those 3, and it would give you the stat point, that would mean that you'd get just a whole bunch. It's basically just giving you level ups that give you 0 stat points. It seems... Did they nerf bonus XP? I mean, it was really good, so a nerf to it is not the end of the world. If that's how it works, is using the standard... growth formula, like level up formula, where the stats are rolled, and if you roll one that's capped, it assumes you got the point even if it doesn't assign it. If it works like that, then this is a huge nerf, because it means that once you cap your high growth stats, you don't really get anything out of bonus XP unless you get really lucky. I guess the only other way it could work, though, would be like... only gain a maximum... Only gain, yeah, so... If it does work where it ignores stat caps, then this is insane. I don't know if I don't know if they spelled it out right here. The way I'm reading it, it sounds like it's a huge, huge, huge nerf to bonus XP. It sounds like it, but I don't know. I'd have to use it because, like I said, it depends on how they use the format. It says determine at random uses character growth. It's either really good or really bad. I don't want to make a judgment call until I play the game because it's if I'm done. It's either really good or really bad. We'll see when the game comes out, or when we get into the game. Added map affinities. Maps now have an affinity like units. If a unit's affinity matches the maps, they gain hit and avoid. Okay. Fine, I guess. Cool. Reworked support system, removed conversations from the base to an in-battle action. Okay, so it's back to like what it was in patch. What would that be? I guess 6, 7, and 8 all had that, didn't they? So yeah, patch 6, 7, and 8 all had the in-battle conversations. That's fine, I guess. I kind of like the idea of doing it in the base, but that's fine. Go back to the in-battle ones. Fine. All characters can now support any character. Oh, that is spicy. I like that. That is really good. There's so much you can do by supporting any character. Suddenly you're getting all these element pair-ups that really, really buff a character. That's really good. However, each character will only have one support partner. Um, yeah, I guess. I mean, generally speaking, you only ever max one support. In some instances, you might do BBC. Very rarely would you ever do 5 Cs. I mean, you could do like C, C, B, and the C. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Very rarely do you have more than. Generally, you do want to go for at least one A. BBC sometimes works, but generally going for one A, and as a result have either a B or 2 Cs. So just giving them one character, but it's anybody, I think is a pretty fair trade-off. And then yeah, this in battle, like sure, fine. Like I said, patch 6, 7, and 8 did it, and they were fine. I mean, it just means that you're not. It just kind of feels. Sometimes it feels awkward to me to have the conversations in battle. I guess everyone must have liked it more, and that's why they did it again. It just always felt weird to me sometimes in battle when they characters just would share their life story, in the middle of a fight. But whatever, I guess it's fine. There's sounds like they're still there. So, mounted units now lose 2 movement when they're deployed on an indoor map. Okay, I don't see a dismounting returns to the game. Can we get dismounting back? Because if this is I mean, I guess it depends on the movement. You could still be faster, I suppose, than walking, depending on what the difference between dismounted and. But I don't see a dismounted come back, so I guess you just, if you're a mounted unit inside, sucks to be you. You hose 2 movement. Good luck with that. But at the same time, kind of a needed nerf. I think mounted units are in general way too powerful. So this is kind of a little bit of a way to help balance mounted units, but only on indoor maps. So I don't know. We'll I don't know. I don't really like it because it's not a great way to balance mounted units. It helps, but it's not a good way to do it because it's not universal enough. It's to specific maps only. It's not. I don't like that. I don't like that. Added bond. Characters who have a bond with other characters gain +10 crit when standing next to the character they have a bond with. Okay, cool. How do I get a bond? I don't see a how. I guess we'll find that out later because I don't see a how. Cool. We're gonna have bonds now, whatever that means. I mean, I guess it means 10 crit when they're standing next to him, but I don't know how to get one. You can now issue commands and orders even after your leader character has completed their thank you. Thank you, dear God. That is phenomenal. How many times have anybody been playing and then they moved Ike and then they're just like, oh, I wanted to give commands to the yellow units, and then you can't do that anymore because Ike's turns over. Oh, this is thank you. Huge quality of life. Absolutely phenomenal. This is fantastic. Let's do more like this. Equipped staves are now used to retaliate. All staves have their stats adjusted. Wait, people bash with staves now? Staves used to retaliate. Do people bash with staves? Staves, can you, gain staff rank by hitting people? It sounds like it. God. So you can just send your healer in to go bash people with staffs and get staff rank up. That'd be, I don't know if that'd be good. Staff users are pretty useless in combat. I mean, maybe you could go bash a couple mages. They're generally pretty resistant. So, I mean, but does that mean they no longer default to using magic if they can? That'd be a huge nerf then. Staffs are not. I think you don't. I don't think they default to using magic anymore. Yeah, assuming they can use it, at the promoted level. That's not so good. I mean, it's kind of cool that in theory, if it works the way I'm thinking, that you can go bash people to get staff rank up. That part is kind of cool. Like find a mage somewhere in the corner and just kind of beat him with a stick. But if you can't use magic anymore to defend yourself, that's really bad. That's unfortunate. Unless staff's got like really good, I guess stats adjustment. So maybe they're okay. We'll see, I guess, when we get to that. Shove is now a skill. Okay. Shove is skill. It's fine. Canto is now a skill. Okay, also, I guess we're doing that now. Unless that's, I don't know, we'll see. I'm not going to complain about it, but interesting nonetheless. So shove and canto are skills. Fine, I guess. Kind of cool, maybe. We'll see. Can you pull, oh wait. Canto's a skill and you can take skills. Can I put canto on like foot units? Oh, that would be huge. That'd be insanely good if that's how that works. Shove is a skill. Could you give shove to a mounted unit? Spicy. Okay, this is probably really good. This is probably really good. We'll see. Oh man, that is some nice shit. Give Kanto to a like, I don't know, like give Kanto to Racing. That way he doesn't have to hold that stupid item. Well, Racing's probably. Well, no, this is still. It sounds like it's still Tellius. Racing might be in the game still. I assume he's still in the game if we're still in the same continent. I guess we haven't heard anything about. Well, no, it's talking about the Mad King. So yeah, in theory, Racing's still in the game. So you could give him Kanto now, but then again, if he has the item, you can just use the item for Kanto, so I guess you don't have to do it. Still, there's a lot of cool shit you could do by giving Kanto to a foot unit. That's really cool in theory. And then shove. Mounted units couldn't shove, could they? So you could give a mounted unit shove? That could work. That could be pretty good. Added leadership stars. Certain characters now have leadership stars. Each star grants all units under that leader's command a +5 hit. Okay, so they're bringing this back. They're saying added. I think they mean brought back. I guess they're hoping everyone forgot about this mechanic, but this has actually been around before. For those of you who are a little newer to this series, this has been around for, was around for, was it patch 5? 4? 4 and 5? Now I'm drawing a blank. It was either in patch 4 or patch 5. I don't remember which one off the top of my head. I'm too lazy to look it up right now. It's in one of those, if not both. So they're technically speaking bringing it back. They're saying added because they're hoping that no one is like a veteran apparently. Yeah, leadership stars pretty cool. So assuming it caps out at 5 like it used to, that means you can get upwards of 25 hit and avoid on all units that you're fielding. That's really huge, actually. That's really good. Added several new terrain types and modified existing ones. For a full list of changes, click here. I'm not going to bother. We can look at that some other time, but yeah, apparently there's... nah, we'll do it later. We'll do it later. I don't... Terrain types are pretty self-explanatory. You just mouse over them, and then it'll tell you what you want from them. Data... Oh, here we go. Data transfers. Players with completed save data from patch 9.4.0 up to patch 9.4.6 can transfer their data over to patch 10.0.0. Transferring data grants the following benefits. Any character who reached level 20 in a promoted class will be granted +2 to any starting stats, +5 for HP, that reached its maximum value in the previous patch. That seems like it could be worded a lot better. Let me try and break this down. Any character who reached level 20 in a promoted class, so for example, like Wyvern Lord, I guess, will be granted +2 to any starting stats, 5 for HP, that has reached its max. Okay, so I think what they're trying to say is that in patch 9.4 to 9.4.6, if you got a character to level 20 in a promoted class, they'll get +2 to any stats 5 in the case of HP, to whatever their stats are in patch 10.0, but only if they reach them, only if they cap the stats. So if you cap stats and you capped your level, so if you got to level 20, any capped stats transfer, okay, so you get a little bit of a boost. That's actually huge. You basically need like free stat booster items. That's really good, actually. Which means if the game's balanced around that, if the game is balanced around that, people who aren't transferring are going to be fucked. Whereas if the game is balanced around not having it, everyone who's transferring is going to have a huge advantage. I guess. I don't know. It's hard to say. I think it's cool, but it does screw up kind of the balancing issue. I guess we'll see how that works out for him. Exception. Well, Soth will transfer all of his stats as if he had reached level 20 Thief. Wait, hold on. Soth will transfer all of his stats as are if... Oh, so if you got Soth... Okay, so if you get Soth level 20, he just... Whatever his stats were is what he has in this game? I mean, did anyone ever train Soth? Like, ever? I mean, besides that one guy who thought it'd be funny, did anyone ever train Soth to level 20? He was kind of garbage. But I guess, I mean, I don't know if those... I guess you transfer his stats over. In theory, it could be nice. He does have Blossom, so I guess maybe he'd have some pretty cool stats, maybe. Any character who reaches level 20 in a promoted class with weapon ranks at or above C will be given bonus weapon XP in patch. Okay, so kind of the same thing they were doing before, but instead of stats, it's just saying if you have weapon rank. So you can transfer some points of your weapon rank over. Cool too. I like that. I guess again, it depends on how the balance. I mean, weapon rank isn't really the huge balancing act. This is the huge balancing act. If the game is balanced around having +2 to certain stats, then certain characters are going to feel very underwhelming if they did not transfer properly. Whereas if the game is balanced around not having these transfer stats, then you're gonna make the game a lot easier by transferring. I don't know. This is kind of in the same ballpark, but not nearly to the same degree. Because weapon rank is good, but it's not like, you know. Generally, it's just a matter of how many maps it would take for you to otherwise reach whatever they would be after transfer. It's fine. This one's actually a lot more balanced, so to speak. Any A rank supports will become Oh, okay. There's bonds again. So any A rank supports will become bonds in patch 10.0.0, granting those characters. So that's how you get bonds, apparently. So you get one bond in theory, assuming you got an A rank support, which again, generally, if you're going to support, you get at least one A. So, okay, that's kind of cool. I guess that's how bonds work. That's fine. That's cool. All coins in the player's convoy in the save data will be available to the player upon starting part 3. Upon starting part 3. I guess that's to balance the convoy. Or not the convoy forging. I guess they didn't want you to like... Because if you did save all... There's a lot of coins in the first game. And if you saved a lot, I guess they didn't want you to just make uber weapons right away. So I guess you like find your stash of hidden coins or something later in the game, and then you can start really forging like cool weapons. That's fine. Again, that's actually another one that's kind of a cool way to balance the game, I guess. So because now they know that anyone who has coins isn't going to have super weapons until part 3, so they can balance enemies leading up to that point to have stats comparable to expect not having. Okay, that's a good way to balance it, I guess. It also lets you kind of dick around with the forge without feeling overwhelmed trying to get the coins. That's cool. I like that idea. Items. All accessories removed. Okay, well that's a lot. I don't even think I could name all of them. I know there's all those bands. What else is accessories? I think all the equipable stuff is what is an accessory, right? So like the Goose Guard, the Bjork Guard. The night. Oh no, the Night Ward is equipable. That got removed. Ah, no, that was a really good item, or in this case, accessory, I guess. But unfortunate. Okay, so all accessories removed. You can't equip items anymore. Want want. Kind of a pain. I liked them. I wish they had added more. Honestly, I wish they had more to do with accessories. Just it would have been cool, I think. Added herb restores 10 HP. That's what a vulnerary does. Speaking of devil, reworked vulnerary restores. Oh, okay, that's cool. Concoction restores 40. That is set. Okay, so now we can heal for 10, 20, 40. I don't see elixir on here, but I'm assuming elixir still here would be for everything. So elixir still heals for all, I'm guessing that means. Okay, that's kind of cool, I guess. 10 HP, I mean, vulnerary healing for 10 was kind of just a band-aid. It was just like maybe you can survive one more turn, just maybe. 20 HP is that's not a joke. I mean, that's a men staff minus, the magic users magic. That's not a little chunk. That depending on the unit in question, you could probably survive 2 to 3 hits with 20 HP and 40 from this one. That could probably just, suddenly you could go into a battle with like 60 guys, nearly die, pop 40 HP, and you could still kill them all. That's a lot of HP right there. That's the equivalent for those of you like that's the equivalent of healing someone with mend if you had 20 magic. Or if you somehow had, physics and 30 magic. That's 40 HP is a lot. That's really insane, I think. So yeah, removes all status conditions. So are they adding status conditions? Because like poison you could remove. Can you remove paralysis? I don't like sleep. There's no way you're allowed to remove sleep unless you can. Can you use it on other people? If you can use it on people who are under status conditions, it would actually be okay. But most status conditions, I think, would prevent you from using items unless they added a whole bunch that we're going to get to later. In which case, then this could be good. I don't know. This seems kind of like I don't even know what this is. Just kind of here to be here. Olive Egress increases transformation gauge by 15. Oh, that's half their new gauge. So you can use it to increase trans. How many uses does it have? It doesn't tell me how many uses it has. If we assume 3, like a vulnerary, I mean, still. So basically, you can use this on turn 1 and turn 2, and then you'd be able to transform, or you can use a Lagoo Stone to transform. So the Lagoo Stone's just, in theory, better. I mean, I guess, again, the Lagoos needed a buff, so this is fine. This is a good way to help buff them. Lagoo's Gem allows Lagoos to remain in animal form for the entire... Okay, see, now there's the buff. There's the buff we needed. That's cool. These are going to be very valuable. Remain in animal form for the entire chapter. That's really valuable. That's going to help Lagoos a lot. Again, they need the buff, so that's really good. Edit. Spectre card allows non-magical units to attack using weak magic. I don't know what the fuck that means. It's an item. Does that mean if you can give up your attack to use an item? There's no way that a non-magical unit using their does it use their magic stat? If it uses their magic stat, then this is garbage. If this allows them to use their strength as if it were a magical attack, that could be really good, actually. I don't want to judge this one quite yet, because it depends on how it works. If it uses your magic stat, it's garbage, because it just use a physical weapon will be 10 times stronger to begin with, even if they have higher defense. But if this turns your physical attack into a magical attack, even for just one turn, that's insanely good. I don't want to judge it because I don't understand. They didn't explain it very well. So it could be either or. Allows non-magic to using magic. Using strong. Okay, so it's just different ranks. So it's like they've got it. I don't. Again, I'm not gonna make a judgment. It could be really good or really bad. Depends on how they used it. They didn't word it very well. Added Holy Crown allows Mist to promote if she's level 10 or higher. So Mist has a special promotional thing? I guess? Sure, whatever. Added Satori sign. Teaches a Lagoos level 30 or higher their mastery skill. Level 30 or higher. Don't Lagoos cap at 20? I guess they increase the level? 30 or higher. How high can Lagoos level get now? At least 30, I guess. Learn their mastery skill. Did Lagoose have mastery skills in the last game? Or the last patch? I don't know, actually. I don't think they did. I don't think they could use the what did you call them? The occult scrolls. So I guess they got mastery skills in this one, and then 30 or higher, however high level they can get now. Radol gem grants plus 10 defense to the holder. Nice. That's pretty solid. And it just says holder, so it's like an old some of those old accessories. So as long as you're just holding it, you have 10 defense. That's cool. Can you get multiple of them? I guess that'd be my question. I want multiple of these. These are really good. I like the 10 defense. I'll hold on to one of those on every unit I can get my hands on. Weapons, sword, sonic sword, removed. Regal sword, removed. Armor, oh, holy shit. Holy shit, everything was removed. What the fuck? Jesus. What's left besides my iron sword? Wait, armor slayer and longsword. Wait, that's the effective swords. The goose... They turned effective weapon from 2 to 3 and then they take away effective weapon? What the fuck is this shit? It doesn't even make sense. Unless that's the joke. Like, they're like, haha, we gave effective weapons times 3 damage, but you don't have effective weapons anymore. What the fuck? Slim sword. Might from 3 to 2. So slim sword got worse, I guess. Added bronze sword. Rank E, might 3. Fuck, dash. Guarantee crit? Oh, cannot crit. 50 uses, cannot crit. That seems kind of useless. I guess if you have nothing better, you could use it. But the slim sword having one less might... Slim sword probably... what's the slim sword's hit? Is it 110? I think it's 110, isn't it? Slim sword has... I think it's 110, which would be 15 more accuracy, 1 less might, but it actually comes with a little bit of a crit chance. Slim sword just seems better. Assuming Slim Sword's E rank. Iron Sword, rank change to D, so now you kind of have to use a Bronze Sword if you have E rank. Slim Sword's still probably better, but Might from 5 to 6 got a little better. Usage from 46 to 50, okay. A little bit of a buff to some of its stats, but D rank's a little bit of a nerf. I don't know, it's an Iron Sword. We'll probably see plenty of them. Venom Edge, might from 3 to 6. That's a huge buff. 70 to, that's a huge buff. Weight from, okay, a little buff. Usage, Jesus, Venom Edge got a huge buff. I don't think it's good. 6 might's still not great, but it's more reliable. 70 to 90, it hits a little bit harder. It's a little better. Not good, but it's a little better. Added Wind Edge, rank D, might 6, hit 60, crit 0. Weight 10, range 1. Range, whoa. Whoa, look at that. Guys, swords have a 1-2 range option. So the Sonic Sword is now the Wind Edge. Does that mean it uses magic still? 6 might be absolutely shitty if it uses magic. I mean, judging by the might of other weapons, I think this is like a Javelin, but for swords. Hit of 60 is really garbage, though. Like, insanely garbage. But I guess, I mean, 1-2 range for swords, so... That's a thing. 20... That's a thing. I mean, I don't know if I hate it. I don't know if I like it. I mean, I kind of like it, the idea of swords having 1-2 range, because that's always been the biggest nerf... Not the nerf, but the biggest problem with swords is their lack of 1-2 range. So, I mean, this is sort of giving them that. I mean, is giving them that. I say sort of, I guess, because 60 hit is really bad. I mean, look, Steel Sword itself is 85. It goes up to 80. If it's going up, it's got better. So, 60 is really bad. But 1-2 range, what are you going to do, right? I mean, it's kind of nice. Change to C, might from 8 to 9. Yep, we just looked at that. So Steel Sword, buffs, overall buffs, the C rank is interesting, but I guess it's just, you know, that's how it is now. Oh, wait, they said they have SS rank. Oh, okay, so they added, like, bronze as E, everything else gets bumped up a rank, so why would you even do that? Why wouldn't you just make, like, F rank then? I don't know. whatever. It's intelligent systems. They get to do what they're gonna do. Iron Blade, rank changed to C, might up, weight reduced. So buffs overall. Yeah, Iron Blade buffs overall. Brave Sword, rank changed to C. Whoa, that's a huge buff. You can use Brave Swords at C rank now. Okay, that's a huge buff. And buff, and buff, and Jesus Christ, Brave Sword, huge buffs to the Brave Sword. Gotta love that. Gotta love it. Brave Sword got a lot better. Added Wodao, which is to say, brought back the Wodao, but whatever. Rank B, Might 7, crit 20. Wait, crit 20? What was it? When was the Wodao last in? Was it patch 7? Did it make it into patch 8? Was the Wodao in patch 8? I know it was in 7. But I could have sworn it had 35 crit back then. So the Wodao's back, but it doesn't look as good as it used to be. But I guess it's back. Oh, Killing Edge. Here's Killing Edge. So changed to B. Okay, so Killing Edge nerfed to B rank, which is probably for the best. Between, well, Brave Sword and Killing. I'm trying to think. Between a Brave weapon and a Killing weapon, what would I rather use? I'd probably rather use a Brave weapon, generally speaking. So this is a huge nerf to Killing Edge, because it was kind of like the weapon of choice until you needed a Brave weapon. So, and the might reduced, the hit buffed, weight down. Uses buff, though. Uses buff, though. I don't know. It seems okay. I don't like that. I mean, it's a nerf. I guess it's fair. Killing weapons were pretty good, because you can just kind of use them, and they're kind of a roll the dice, maybe you get out of jail free type of thing. Added Wormslayer. Effective versus dragons. So yeah, the Wormslayer is back. I don't know why they keep saying added when all they're literally doing is bringing weapons back that were in previous patches, but for whatever reason were removed in the last patch. Rank B. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's a very steep requirement for an effective weapon. Usually the effective weapons are rank D. You have to put a lot of work into your sword rank if you want the Wormslayer. So, is that what they're doing? That might actually not be. Is that what they're doing with all of them? Are all the effective weapons just going to be like really high rank? That's probably not the worst case scenario to kind of balance effective weapons, because it means you can't just like promote a unit, hit something a few times with an iron weapon, and then be like, oh look, now I can use effective weaponry, and suddenly they're really really good at killing certain things. So that's probably a good balance, maybe. We'll see. Overall, it'd be ×3 now, so 33 might. That's a lot of might. Yeah, Wyverns beware. That's not bad by any means. That's pretty decent. Steel Blade changed to B. Might increased, hit decreased. Yeah, 60. Okay, so yeah, that's horrible. 65 is really low. Storm Sword. Rank B, Might 12. 1, 2. And then, wait, hold on. Tempest Blades down here. It's also 1, 2. Okay, yeah, this is totally. These are javelins, short spears, and spears. So they just added a 1-2 range for sword. But they have 50 hit here. This one's 55, which is kind of cool how it went up in hit, but that is really low hit. You have to have very high skill or be using swords against axes if you want this shit to, have a reasonable to hit. But again, 1-2 range on sword is a huge deal, so it's not good, but it's not bad. It's in that gray area in between where you're happy to have it, but you're not happy to use it. Silver Sword, might reduced, weapon down. Okay, so Silver Blade, yeah, this must be okay. So for example, these two right here. So this is what they were saying about accurate weapons. So Silver Sword, its accuracy didn't change, but it only has 12 might, whereas the Silver Blade has 16 might. Its accuracy didn't change. I believe its accuracy was it 55? Is it 60? 60 or it's like 55 or 60. It's not good. But I guess it hits relatively hard. 16 is not a small number. It's a pretty decent hit. It's just not going to be able to hit anything with it. Kind of talked about this one already. It's just the spear version for a sword. Low hit. Pretty solid might, actually. 18 is pretty good. Veghati, rank change to SS. Might, holy shit. That's a lot. Might 12 to 20. 80 to 95. Crit from 35 to... Okay, so they nerfed its crit. That's why it got all the other buffs. Weight up. Uses to 50. That's nice. Okay, so Veghati is pretty cool now. I mean, it was pretty cool before, but it's pretty good now. 20 might is really... is it still Stefan's little special weapon, or do you pick one up? Like, does he join you right away, maybe? I guess... Yeah, I guess we'll see. Veghati was his little special sword. I don't know how you're going to get it in this one. Alendite, rank change to SS. I didn't realize it had a rank. But now it's SS. Nothing else changed about it, apparently. The Affinities might change from 9 to 15. Hell yeah, there we go. And Lindsay can actually hit something now and do some serious damage. Oh shit, and hit, like, huge. Okay, Affinities, really good now. That's really good. Olyncia can do some serious damage with that. That's pretty good. I like that. Added Atard, rank dash. Okay, so might 12, pretty good. I mean, that's silver sword level might. Hit of 75 is... It's not great. It's not, like, horrible. It's kind of right in the middle of the gray zone of, like, it's good enough, I guess. Crit of 10, that's pretty cool. 50 uses, you're not going to run out of that anytime soon. So Ike gets a new sword, it looks like. That's pretty insane. Does that replace the Regnal? Why would it replace the Regnal? The Regnal seemed like it was a pretty important sword. Floret, rank, dash, 14 might. Oh. Okay, 95. Okay, this looks a lot better. 1, 2, this is mist only. There's the catch. There's the catch. I was going, holy shit, this thing is insane. 1-2 range, 14 might, 95 hit. I'm like, this is what the Wind Edge always wanted to be. And it's like, mist only. I'm like, oh, well, probably not so good. Probably not so good. I mean, it's a good sword. It's just that if it's mist only... I guess if they buffed mist in this game, if they gave her a huge strength score, she could be pretty good with that. Khalidbolg? Khalidbolg? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that one right. Another specialty sword, I guess. Might 15. Okay, these just keep getting better. 85 is a little bit less than that, but still fine. Crit 5, cool. Range 1, uses 40. Edward only, luck plus 8. Who the fuck is Edward? I guess we'll find out later. Lances. Magoo's Lance removed. Flame Lance removed. Heavy Spear removed. So they got rid of the effective weapon again. What the fuck? Intelligent systems. You're taking away my effective weapons. And stop doing that. So the Slim Lance, a little bit of a nerf / buff, less might, more hit. Yeah, fair enough. Bronze Lance. Okay, so yeah, like the sword is just a bronze. Okay, so it's the new E-rank one. Can't crit. Not that good overall. Use them only if you absolutely have to. Yeah, Iron Lance is now D rank. Little buffs overall. I guess the extra weight is not so good. Wait. Wasn't its weight 9 before? Oh, this is Iron Lance. Never mind. Maybe it's 8. Yeah, 8 was about right. Okay, I thought it was 9 before. Use is improved. Yeah, it's a little bit better overall. This is kind of meaningless, but it could come into play in the early game when your strength isn't high enough. A little bit of a buff overall. The D, I guess, nerf. I don't know. Iron Lance is Iron Lance. Rank change to D. Might from 6 to 7. Hit from 60 to 65. Uses from 20. Okay. Javelin, a little bit of a buff. little bit of a buff overall. A little better. Like that. Venom Lance, rank change to D, might increase. Okay, so just like the Venom Sword, the Venom Lance slightly more threatening than it used to be. Night Killer, name change to Horse Slayer. Oh, okay. Okay, so we still have ineffective weaponry in Lance, at least this one. Might from 7 to 12. That is not a joke. That is insane. Okay, just to break this down for those of you who are trying to figure this out. Okay, just let me break this down for you. Okay, so Night Killer in the last patch was 7 might. An effective weapon was times 2 damage. Meant that this was functionally a 14 might weapon versus mounted units. It gained 5 might. All right, but in addition to that, effective weapons became times 3. That means that this is functionally now a 36 might weapon against horses. It went from 14 effective damage versus horses to 36. Am I the only one who's just blown away by that? That's 20 fucking 2 more damage. 20 fucking 2. This thing got insanely good now. Holy fuck. Kill all the horses with this thing. That is nuts. You can probably one-shot most units, like most horse-mounted units. That is absolutely crazy. I love it. Let's do that. The hit dropped by 5. I'll take a 5 accuracy hit for that huge might increase. What the fuck is all that? Weight reduced, uses up. Okay, so huge buffs to the horse, the Night Killer, the Horse Slayer, I guess we're calling it now. Huge buffs to this Horse Slayer. That's insane. I love it. Rank change to C. Hit from 70 to 80. Uses from... Okay, so a little bit better overall. Brave Lance rank change to C. So just like the sword, the Brave Lance fell from B to C, which is a huge buff. Might is a little bit nerfed. Hit is a lot better. Weight is reduced a lot. Okay, so huge buffs to the Brave Lance. Still insanely good. The 1 might is well worth a trade-off to reduce its rank to C. This is a huge buff. Brave Lance really good. Has been, will be, still is. It's Brave Lance. Iron Great Lance. Oh yeah, this is one of those when they were tied with. So this is like the strength or the might or the what do they call it? Power version of an Iron Lance. Rank C. Might 11, hit 675. So just as a comparison here. Oh shit, they didn't change the might. What was the Iron Lance's might? I believe it's... Is it 7? I'm pretty sure it's 7. So this has got 4 more might. And it's 10 less hit. Weighs an ass ton. 40 uses. 4 extra might for 10 hit? That's not the worst trade-off in the game. There's a situation or two where I could see myself willing to drop 10 hit in order to do 4 extra damage. I guess it also depends on if you can forge them or not. If you can forge these, then you can compensate for the low hit. Yeah. Maybe this accuracy versus power is... Yeah, this might work out. These if you can forge these, this could be really good in theory. Killer Lance changed to B, and then it gets slight nerf to damage. Yeah, so basically the same treatment as the Killer Sword. Short Spear, a little bit... it's actually kind of a nerf and a buff. It's more damage, more uses, but much less hit. So, better and worse. It's I guess you just gotta be a little more careful how you use it. You're gonna have to be looking for those high hits. Try and make sure you're not... I mean, I guess you don't lose a use if you miss, but you just have to be careful because you could miss more frequently with it. Steel Great Lance. Yeah, kind of the same thing. Let's look, whatever. So it's that new strength, or what do they call it? Power version. Silver Lance is nerfed a little bit, buffed in hit, I guess. Buffed in use. Okay, it's a little another same thing with this short spear. It's I guess it's to balance because now it's 4 might different than this new Silver Great Lance, who it sells 30 more accuracy. Okay, that's a huge difference though. See, the difference of like what were we looking at before? Oh yeah, we were looking at iron. So like the difference of 85 and 75, that 10 accuracy for 4 extra might, that's probably worth it in some scenarios. Losing, what was this one? Losing 30 hit for 4 might, there's very rarely going to be a situation where that's a good trade-off. Very rarely, if ever. This is not so good. This is, they probably just ignore the Silver Great Lance. Probably not worth it. And spear, rank change to S, might increased, hit slightly reduced, weight. So basically the exact same changes the short spear got. A little bit stronger, but you're going to miss a little bit more frequently. Wishblade, rank change to SS, might improve to 22. Fuck. These weapons are getting insanely powerful. I'm starting to think that they might have been expecting transfer bonuses to come into play, because these are not small numbers. These are some insanely high numbers for some of these higher tier weapons. Holy fuck. Axes. Practice axe removed. What the do we have what the hell is a practice axe? Whatever that is, I guess. Oh, wait, Boyd. That's right. Boyd and Ike in, okay, that's where that, okay, so that got removed, whatever. Devil Axe removed. There was a Devil Axe in the last game? Was there a Devil Axe in the last patch? I never got a Devil Axe in the last patch. Did anyone get a Devil Axe in the last? How do you get a Devil Axe in the last patch? What? I don't remember there ever being a Devil Axe. Well, apparently they took it out wherever it is. If someone can tell me where you found a Devil Axe, that'd be swell. I don't remember ever seeing one. Pole Axe removed. Okay, that's partially because apparently they're taking away effective weaponry, partially because they changed axes to have pole axes as a thing. Lagoo's axe removed, bolt axe removed. Yeah, kind of the same. Same shtick as the swords and lances. Added the bronze axe. Yeah, I kind of went through that stuff. Iron axe, a little bit better overall. Did get nerfed to D, but it's fine. Venom axe, same. Second verse, same as the first. A little bit better. Not great, but fine, whatever. Hand axe, vastly improved. Hand axe a lot better. All right, use hand axes more. Hammer, might from 10 to 13. Okay, and again, effective weaponry means that went from 20 effective weapon damage to 39 effective weapon damage. It's pretty good. Hit was improved. Weight reduced. Hammers a lot better. Keep using your hammers. Brave axe reduced to C. Excellent. Might increased. Wow, actually increased the might? Wasn't the rest of them nerfed? No, whatever. I'm not going to complain. If they want to make the Brave Axe better, works for me. Hit improved, weight reduced. Yep, Brave Axe, insanely good. Keep using it. Iron Pole Axe, that's pretty lousy to hit. Probably don't want to touch this one unless you need to. Killer Axe, yep, move to B. Slight nerf to damage. Slight, yeah, same exact treatment as the rest. Short Axe. 2 might for 5 hits. You can probably compensate for that 5 hit loss, and 2 might does make a little bit of a difference. That's if you're doubling, that's 4 extra damage. That's pretty good change. That's a fair change. I'll take it. Steel axe steel pole axe, 60 hit, so pretty garbage. Don't use it. Silver axe, might reduced, usage increased, and then the silver pole axe is. Wait, its hit is also 60? For you can get 3 extra might going from steel to silver, and you don't lose hit. And the weight goes down. I mean, that means that the silver poleaxe is a huge improvement over the steel poleaxe. 60 hits a little iffy again. I don't know if that's great, but I mean, 18 might, Maybe. You're not really going to be able to forge it. It depends on if you can forge the iron pole axes and the iron great spears and stuff. If you can forge those, then you can compensate for the lower to hit. But other than that, I'm a little iffy on these. Lose your accuracy for extra might. Maybe they work. We'll see. Tomahawk change from S, or rank change to S. Might improved, crit improved. Awesome. Just a little bit of buffs, except for that nerf to S rank. Irvin, rank change to SS. The fuck's Irvin? Was Irvin the S rank axe in the last game? We had the Wishblade. What was the sword? What was the sword in the last one? Did they have a sword, or was it just Ragnar, I guess? You had Rex Thunder, Rex Bolt, and all that. That was. I don't remember. I don't remember an axe named Irvin. Do they have Irvin? I don't remember it. Weird. I mean, a lot of the S rank weapons you got so late, it's not surprising I don't remember them because you only had them for like a very short time, so it wasn't a huge deal. Might from 18 to 22, another huge amount of damage it can output. Huge accuracy. Holy fuck. How do you miss? 110 base. Holy shit. You don't miss with this axe. Uses from 20 to 50 and grants resistance plus 2. Ah, that's really good axe. That's a really good axe. Added Tarvos, rank dash, might 18. Okay, look at these. Fucking insanely high hit and might. I love this axe already. 40 uses. Nolan only, whoever the fuck that is. Defense plus 4. Insanely good axe. Insanely good axe. Bows. Longbow removed. No, not a tier was shed for that. Added the bronze bow. Okay, bronze weapons are just a thing now. They don't crit and they're kind of trash. Got it. Iron bow, same thing as the other ones. Nerf to its rank, buff to everything else. Venom bow, buff to everything, but still crap. Killer bow, might, yeah, same as all the other killer weapons. Rolf bow changed to C. So other people can use Rolf's bow now? Okay. Not that you're going to use it. Bows are kind of garbage. The hit is reduced. The crit is... So it's fucking trash. Okay, Rolf's bow, everyone can use it, but it's fucking garbage. Don't use it. I mean, 85 hits not terrible, but overall, it's just not that good. It's fine. It's just kind of like, probably don't use it. I added Iron Longbow. And it does have 2-3. Okay, so they turned longbows. Yeah, steel longbow, silver longbow. Okay, whatever. I mean, that's a thing now, I guess. So the longbows now have material like, what do you call it? Like element. They're now made out of metals, I guess. Whatever works. Still kind of garbage. As for the usual longbow deal, steel bow. It's a bow. Who cares? Brave bow. The same thing before. Might down, hit up, weight down, uses up. Still hits 2. Pretty decent as far as bows go. If you have anyone who can use a bow, brave bow's not a bad one to have on them. Steel bow or steel longbow, hit 60. Yeah. All right. So kind of mediocre. Silver bow, same treatment as all the others. Added silencer, rank A, might 16, hit 100, crit 5, weight 6, range 2, 50 uses. I mean, as far as bows go, it's really good. As far as the fact that it is a bow means that it's not that amazing because not having one range kind of hurts a lot. Silver longbow, 55 hit. Okay, so standard longbow trend. Don't fucking use them. You're not going to hit anything. Double bow, rank change to SS, might from 7 to 22. What the fuck? Everything's huge now. These S rank weapons, these are so deadly. Hit 100, crit up to by 5, weight slightly increased, range 2 to... Wait. Range from 2 to 4 to... Wait, range 1 to 2? Okay, so you can't shoot as far, but you can hit melee? Uses up to 50? Strength plus... Double bow, insanely fucking good. That alone, 1-2 range now? Oh yeah, 50 uses... Okay, double bow, really good. If you somehow manage to get a archer or sniper or any other class that can use a bow to SS, this is insanely good. The problem is you have to get an archer or anyone else who can use bows to SS bow. But if you do, you're well rewarded. Added Laguna Sada? Laguna Sada? Laguna Sada? I don't know how you pronounce that. I have no idea how you pronounce that. Rank dash, might 16 hit. Okay, so really good as far as a bow would be used, except for it doesn't have one range, so who cares? 40 uses. Leonardo only, whoever the fuck that is. Speed plus 5. That'd be nice if it wasn't for the fact that it's a bow. Added bow gun and a crossbow at target. Okay, so we have crossbows now. Are these like the power bows or whatever they were called? Like power weapons? Or no, the accurate weapons? I don't know. Might 20. What? That's the most might have ever seen on anything. Like, even this is 22. Arbalest 38. What the fuck? Wait, are these ballistas? Is that what are these like the new, like they're not doing ballistas anymore? Like they're calling them like different types of ballistas. How else do you get 38 fucking might? Every single one of them was 100 hits? Interesting. They have a little bit. Are these the new like ballistas? No, they're 1-2 range. No, they're not. They're ignore user's strength. Ignores users. Okay, so they're 1-2 range. Did bows just get good suddenly? Might 24 ignores user's strength. So you just have the weapon might. It's like Luna sort of, except for instead of it's like an inverse Luna. So instead of using your magic against an enemy with 0 res, it's now using a base stat versus the enemy. And I mean, it's kind of, I wouldn't say inverse Luna. Okay, in that case, 24. That would require, like, where's a bow? I just want to compare it to a bow here. So, like, a killer bow has 8. So, for a killer bow to reach 24 might, you would need a strength of 16. So, this is functionally a unit with 16 strength using a killer bow. This would be 20 strength using a killer bow. 22 strength and a killer bow. 26 strength and a killer bow. 30 strength and a killer bow. I don't know. I'm not very good at doing the math here. It seems kind of okay. It seems kind of okay reading it like that. Because if you assume like what if you use a stronger bow for even better comparison? So like if you're doing high level bows like where's like a silver bow, sure. Silver bow's is 15 might. So to get to 24, well, we probably want to use a stronger one. So like if your options were high level, you'd be at 15 strength silver bow. So you're using, say, this Aquar. Aquar? I don't know how you pronounce that. Aquar. So that's functionally the equivalent of you having 19 strength. And then if you had this one instead, that'd be functionally having 23 strength. I don't know. I'm not very good at looking at these and doing the math in my head. They seem okay, I guess. I don't know. That's We'll see in game. We'll see in game. Ballista changed. Rank changed to E. Ignores user strength. Long Ballista changed to Iron Ballista. Rank changed to E. Might from 22 to 28. So, like, that's... So, maybe the crossbow's not so bad. I mean, the ballistas are kind of... But then again, ballistas are a joke, aren't they? Ballistas don't really do a whole lot. So, suddenly that kind of puts the crossbow in perspective, doesn't it? Maybe these aren't that good. I guess we'll see. Might from 20 to 26. It's kind of in between here. Onagear. Oh yeah, the catapult. That's right. Might from 20 to 20. Okay, I'm starting to think these aren't so good because I'm looking at like the ballista and the Onagear, and these things were hardly a threat. So these things probably aren't much of a threat, unfortunately. But it's kind of cool. They are 1-2 range. The 1-2 range, maybe it makes up for it. We'll see. Knives. Oh, yeah, they said knives were changed to a weapon type here. So bronze knife. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's a lot of shit. Let's just kind of breeze through this one real quick here. Bronze knife. It's garbage. Can't crit. And it has low stats. All right. Cool. Bronze dagger. Low might. Okay, shit. Beast killer. Effective versus beast. All right. With a might of 9. Yeah, that's not garbage. It's not good, but it's not bad either. Especially effective damage. 27. Yeah, that's this one's actually not so bad. This one's pretty decent. Steel knife. Oh wait, 1-2 range. I didn't notice that. Did the other one have that? Bronze knife, 1-2. Wait, knife changed to iron knife. Oh, okay. So wait, daggers are 1 range. So daggers are 1 range. Knife, bronze. Okay. So knives might. Oh no, might's 4. That's trash. Don't use it. 5's trash. Don't use it. 4. Who cares? Daggers. Dagger changed to steel dagger. Rank changed to B. Right. Okay, it's pretty abysmal. Okay, they're abysmal. So daggers suck. They suck. Might of 12 isn't terrible, I guess. So when you get up to silver dagger, that's kind of okay. It's not good. I mean, like even the silver bow was 15 might, so they're pretty weak, pretty abysmal. Although, oh, look at this one. 18. That's not so low. It is 1 range, unfortunately. But still, 18 is not so bad. So there's like the Beast Killer at 9 might, that's pretty good because it's an effective weapon. The rest of them are pretty garbage. The Base Lard, 18 might's pretty solid. What the hell? Peshkats? Peshkats? I don't know. S rank, 13 is kind of... It does have 1-2 range. So it's not great. This one's okay. It does have 1-2 range. 13's not like horribly low. It's not great either. I mean, again, using the iron or the silver bow is 15, so it's 2 weaker than the silver bow, but it has 1-2 range only. So yeah, daggers, knives here or whatever, knives. I guess, yeah, there's a few gems, but it's basically the Beast Killer. This Peshkats is okay, and the Base Lord's pretty decent actually. The Base Lord's really good. Yeah, knives not so good. Don't use knives if you can avoid it, I guess. Anyone who can use knives, if they can use other weapons, prioritize other weapons. Fire improved and also reduced a little bit. Fire is still good. Fire's still good. Hellfire buffed, nerfed, buff. Hellfire's seems okay. Hellfire's pretty decent. Yeah, Hellfire's pretty good. Meteor, might reduced, hit reduced, weight increased. Meteor got a lot worse. Still, it's a siege tome, so it has value just because it's a siege tome. Added arc fire, rank B, might 9, hit 80, crit 5. I mean, it's not the worst. It's okay. Bolgane, Bolganun? I don't know how you pronounce that either, I'll be honest. Change to S. Might is from 9 to 11. Hit increase. Okay, so that's not bad. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Rex Flame, change to SS. Hit increased. Crit increased. Weight slightly increased, but that doesn't matter. By the time you're using SS rank, weights doesn't matter. Actually, no, these are tomes. What am I smoking? Like, holy shit. This is going to weigh down your mages by an ass ton. That's pretty insane, actually. It's going to really slow your mages down. Unless they, like, rework the speed, like how weapon speed works or whatever, which I didn't read in the general, so it sounds like AS is going to be determined by your strength, which mages have really low strength, so they're probably going to take a speed penalty using this one. Reduced, oh, but it gets speed. Okay, so that compensates a little bit for that. We'll see. It seems like it's okay. The speed to help compensate for the weight. Use is down a little bit, kind of sucks. Hit increased by a lot. It seems okay. Added Cymbeline. I don't know how to pronounce that either. Rank dash. Might 13, hit 65, 10, 5, 1, 2, 65. Sonic key only. Sonic key. Wait, Sonic key is used playable? Did they made Sonic key playable? Yeah, that'd be cool. Maybe. I guess. I don't know. I'm assuming it'd be pretty good. I mean, Valencia is pretty decent in the last one. If they make Sonic key pretty good. Could be. Oh, here's our tomes. Soren, God of Thunder. Might reduced. Probably fair. Thunder was pretty good. Hit reduced. Unfortunate, but it's what it is. Weight increased. That's a huge nerf to Thunder. It's a huge nerf to Thunder. That's unfortunate. I mean, it was the best, so I guess a little nerf like that isn't... Oh, whoa. Well, hold on. We're nerfing... Oh my... What? From 13 to 6? I mean, it's still a Siege Tome, so as before, like... I guess Siege Tome to Siege Tome, it has value. It's utility. What the fuck is... Thorn from S... That's not a huge drop, thankfully, but that's a huge drop. That's an unfortunate increase. What's this? Rex Bolt changed. Jesus Christ. Okay, they gave it hit. Okay, thank God they gave this one hit, apparently. Okay, Thunder Magic got absolutely ass raped. Like completely raked over the coals. What did they do? Like, what? Like, I know Thunder Magic was really good in the last game, but wow. Wow. Holy shit. Intelligence Barrel took Thunder Magic and just bent it over a fucking barrel. Oh, man. Like, this isn't so bad. This is fair. Thunder Magic was really good, so a slight nerf. But then, like, 7 to 5 here. 7 at one of your highest ranks. You have 7. Oh, man. 13 to 6. Thunder Magic got absolutely destroyed. I'm not going to say it's unusable, but it got a lot worse. This is a huge overcompensation for how good it was. Vortex removed. What the fuck? What the hell is Vortex? Wasn't that in Solace thing? No. Wait, no, he had Maelstrom, didn't he? What the fuck is Vortex? I can't think of what Vortex is. Whatever it is, they removed it. Wind, huge buffs. Light nerf there. Little nerf there. So Wind actually useful now. It actually can, you know, it's actually stronger than Thunder Magic now. And more accurate. And lighter. Holy shit. Wait, hold on. No, I can compare it to Fire now. 5 and 90. Oh, Jesus. Okay, now I'm starting to get, like, more perspective for... Okay, Thunder is garbage. Thunder's utter trash. Just a dumpster fight. Don't use Thunder Magic. Sorry, Ileana, you got slightly more not as necessary. Yeah, wind gets buffed and buffed and buffed. Like, holy shit. All these buffs. Okay, little, like, look at that little tiny nerf. That's like 1 damage off from their siege tome. And they had, what is it? What's Meteor? They lost, okay, Meteor lost 3, I guess, but Bolting lost 7 points. Like, what the hell? All right, Arc, Wind, B, 8 power. So it's again stronger and more accurate. Yeah, it's stronger and more. Okay, just fuck Thunder. Okay, fuck Thunder. Just use Wind. Use Wind. Wind is the spell to use right now. I guess Fire isn't terrible. Fire is actually not terrible either. Fire and Wind both are pretty good. Tornado changed, buff, slight nerf, slight nerf, slight nerf, huge buff. Weight, slight nerf, uses. Okay, so Rex Caliber is still pretty good. Light, rank change to E, might from 2 to 3. Hit a lot. Edit L light. Purge might reduced greatly. Hit increase slightly. Wait. Okay, so like all the siege tomes, they're going back to kind of the what would they be? Patch like 6, 7, and 8, where the siege tomes weighed you down to the point where you couldn't double, and generally got doubled as a result, which I guess is kind of a way to balance them a little bit. So this is probably okay that they nerfed all of them in terms of weight. Shine, rank change to A, might from 4 to 7. Their A ranked tome is 7. Hold on a second. I guess that's on par with Thunder Magic. Light does not seem very good. Nosferatu changed to S. Might reduced. Still has the HP drain. Valora. Yeah, Valora. S is 8. It's 17. That's an awkward number of uses, but fine, I will allow it. Poisons on contact. Okay, so wait, light magic poisons? They did add dark magic. Yeah, dark magic's right here. And yet light magic has the poison effect? Like, okay, fine. I guess that's a thing that's happening right now. It's not good. Standard poison-based weapon. Kind of garbage. Rex Aura changed to SS. Hit, very much improved. Weight, slightly nerfed. Uses, slightly nerfed. Defense +3. I forget what Rex Aura's might is. I think this is probably okay. I'm hoping it's not as bad as Thunder Magic. Thany? Thany? I don't know. Rank dash. Might 8, hit 100, yep. 1, 2, effective versus horses and armor. Oh, okay, so it's like a rapier. Micaiah only, don't know who that is, but I guess we'll find out later. Effective versus horses, so it's a rapier, but for light, for Micaiah, I guess. I was gonna say for light magic, but apparently it's hers only. So she gets to be effective against horses and armor. That's pretty nice. Credidelia? Dildad? Critidildo? I don't fucking know. Cry Dildo. Might 11, hit 1, Sephirin only. Sephirin? Oh, okay. Sephirin only. That's cool. Is he playable, or maybe he's just a green unit? Maybe. I mean, he was green unit before. Could work. Maybe he joins you. I don't know. Special tome for him. It's not terrible. It's okay. It's kind of iffy. That weight 15 is insanely heavy, but it could work. All right, dark. Not very many dark tomes. Worm. That's a pretty good name for one, though. C rank. Wait, C rank B. Dark magic just starts at C rank? Like, there's no E or D? Interesting. Apparently dark magic, just like, whatever. You just get to start off with... That's actually not that great a might. It's probably... It's okay, but it's not great. Hits... Yeah, these are... These are fine. The might is kind of low-ish. The hit's kind of low-ish. The weight's way too much-ish. They seem okay. I think they're great. Seem okay. Staff. Warp removed. That is a huge nerf. Alright. No more warp strats. It's just a thing now. All staves now grant a passive effect to equipped units. Heal might from dash 1 to 1. Oh, okay, so it's might, it's dash, so it's might from 0 to 1. Crit from 0 to 5. Restores 5 HP to equipped unit at the beginning of the turn. Restores 15 HP to the entrance. Plus 2 sight and fog of war to equipped unit. Plus 3 speed, 1 defense. That's not so bad. What's this? Unlock? Might from 0 to 1. Crit from 0 to 50. Oh, wait, they retaliate. So, wait, hold on. The might's 1? Okay, so, yeah, I don't even... You might not even be able to hit a mage with these, because, I mean, the people using staffs have low strength. I don't even know... I don't think you can really... You could staff... Assuming you get staff rank for smacking people around, you could staff grind on mages, I suppose. You're not going to kill them, though. But you could staff grind on them. Cure condition of equipped unit. Cool. Plus 2 speed, plus 2 defense. Alright. Restores 20 HP to equipped unit at the beginning of the turn. Alright. Plus 1 speed, plus... Wait. So they just like... They're just like switched around. Like 3 and 1, 2, 2, 1 and 3. Oh, that's on the Hermern, too. That's not so bad. That's okay. 25 to the beginning. Cures sleep of equipped unit at the beginning of the turn. So if you sleep someone who's equipped with the sleep staff, they wake up. I guess. The restore staff just cures any condition, so it seems just better. Rescue, rank changed to A. So it's harder to rescue now. Seems fair, I guess. Crit of 40. Okay, so you crit a lot if you're hitting people with it. So okay, you could definitely grind staff rank with something like 35, 20. Okay, so yeah, you could like trap a mage somewhere with your staff user and then just run at them, and even though you're not going to do much, if any, damage, the high crit, you could staff grind on mages by just bashing them. Okay, this isn't necessarily bad. I mean, the fact that you can now attack with staves or whatever. Plus 5 speed, plus 4 defense to the equipped unit. Hell yeah. I'd keep that equipped pretty much permanently. That's insanely good. I changed to A. Cure silence of equipped units, so you can't functionally silence someone who's equipped with a silence stave. Again, restore kind of does the same thing, but cool, I guess. Added rewarp. Oh wait. Maybe warp isn't gone. Rank A, might 1, hit 100, crit 30, weight of 7, range 1 to 30. So it's not based on magic anymore. You just have 30, up to 30 range. Okay. 15. 15 uses? What, are you like not allowed to Hermern it? What the fuck is this? For 20 HP to equip you. 15 uses? What? This is like patch 1.0, patch like 3.0. Like this is 15 uses? That's insane. I want one of these. Why'd they call it rewarp though? The fuck does rewarp? Why don't you just call it warp? Seems weird, but still, holy shit, that is really good. Okay, warp strat's back on the table. Let's do this. Added L silence, rank S. Yeah, wait, it has less than 100 hit? Haven't all the rest of them had 100 hit? I guess I don't know. None of them have had hit. Except for this one. Had 100. This one's 80. Why don't these ones have hit? I don't know. Weight 7, range 1 to 30. What? Oh, it's only 2 uses, though. That's, I think, here's silence. So it's like silence, but L version? I guess I don't know. What's the difference between silence and L silence? The weight? I'm not seeing a difference. There's not a lot of information given to this. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. They're just showing changes. Duh. So, yeah, they've been doing that. They've only shown changes, which means silence is still range 1 to magic divided by 2, whereas this caps out at 30, but you're guaranteed up to 30 range. And I mean, like, holy shit, when's the last time you saw a mage with 60 magic? So this is insanely good. This is much better than normal silence. And you get 2 uses of it, though, to balance it out. That's pretty fair, I think. Else sleep. Okay, same thing as before. 30 range, 2 uses. Okay, so again. Okay, that's fine. You get basically sleep and else sleep at, reasonable ranges no matter what, as long as you have S rank stabs, and then but to compensate, you only get 2 uses. That seems okay. That seems fair. Rank change to S. Crit from 0 to 50, so it's a 50-50 crit before adding luck in. Pretty good. Restores 30 HP to the beginning user. Yep. Added Matrona. SS, Might of 1, hit 100, crit 100. Okay. Not that you need... Well, you don't need to grind staff rank at SS, though. So, I mean... In theory, you could otherwise grind staff rank by hitting people with that, assuming you get staff rank again for knocking people about with the stick. Range 1 to magic divided by 2. Uses 3, restores all HP, and moves biorhythm to best position. Plus 5 defense, restores 20 HP, cures condition of equipped unit being returned. What? Oh wait, this is what it does, I bet. Restores all HP and moves. So it's just the new, hits the, well, doesn't really hit the whole battlefield, but the hits a large area, fully heals everybody, and then its bonus to the dude holding it is 5 defense, which is good. Heals 20 HP each turn and cures condition. That's okay. A Sheriff Staff. Rank change to SS. Might from 0 to 1. Crit from 0 to 100. Defense plus 5. Okay, well, that's that. Wait, whoa, what do we got? Strike here? What the fuck is this? Added Fang Wolf. What the fuck does that mean? We get wolves now? Claw Tiger. Change to Fang Tiger. Oh, these are the Lagoo's weapons. Okay. So the Lagoo's weapons here. So what the hell? What the hell is wolf? What the hell is... So we have... Is this a new Lagoo's? How the hell do you get new Lagoo's? This isn't the kind of thing you just, discover. It's not like, oh, hey, and somehow between... What did they say it was? 3 years, I think it said? It was 3 years, I think? 4 years? Whatever it was between games, we discovered a new Lagoo species that for God knows how long we never knew existed. But I guess apparently we're pulling that shit. So we have Fang Wolf, rank A, rank S. You can equip fangs now? There's different fangs? Claw Tiger, change to Fang Tiger. Claw Lion, change to Fang Lion. Great Fang Lion. So there's now Lagoos have weapons, so to speak, like the Bjork do. You can use an A rank Wolf Fang or an SS rank Wolf Fang? I guess. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, but apparently Lagoos can now equip different talons in the case of Hawk. Red Breath Dragon. White Breath Dragon. Wait, what's this? Uses magic stat. What? Nasir can now uses his magic stat? Okay, so Lagoos now have the ability to do magic damage. Anyone else get that ability? Wolves, maybe? No. Doesn't look like it. No, it's just like Nasir, or I guess, well, Nasir is the white dragon, but well, it's the white dragon I'm aware of. Use my whoa, hold the phone. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, Dragon Breath has 1/2 range. Oh, that's a game changer. That's a game changer. Okay, dragons are insanely good now. I mean, they were pretty damn good before, just because they had really good stats and were bulk. Like they just were everything. But 1/2 range on your breath weapons. Okay, dragons are god tier. Yeah, they. I don't know how. I'm not gonna go through all these stats. There's just way too much of that shit. But yeah, okay. So Lagoos can now equip weapons apparently, or equip their own weapons, and dragons have 1/2 range. Skills: Tempest removed, Serenity removed, Reinforcement removed. Fine. I guess these two are kind of garbage. The Reinforcement was a really unique skill. I kind of like that one just for its uniqueness. Shove. That's right. They said they removed this one. Unit pushes. Con +2. Okay. User from Mage. Yeah, it's Kanto. Added critical plus X. User gains an additional X to their crit chance. Capacity dash. Okay. Oh, Shove and Kanto have capacity. Oh, that's fair for balance purposes, but still, I'm totally putting Kanto on a foot user. And I'm totally gonna have a wyvern shove somebody. That'd be funny. Steal enables users to take items and unequipped weapons from enemies. Speed must be equal to or greater than the target's. Must have strength equal to or higher, so it's the exact same as it was before. Smite, capacity from 10 to 15, so it's harder. It takes more capacity to smite. That's fine. Smite was really good, so they nerfed it a little bit. It's fine. Added sacrifice. Reduces own HP to recover allies' HP and conditions. Capacity dash. Why the hell wouldn't you not just use a stave? Why would you ever want to use your own HP? That seems useless. That seems really bad. Wrath. HP requirements to activate from 50% to 30%. So you have to be a lot weaker now. And, okay, so Wrath heavily nerfed. Wrath Resolve could still work, but you have to be a lot closer to death to make it worse. Or to make it work. A little bit of a nerf. And by little, I mean an actual pretty sizable nerf. Added cancel. Chance to prevent enemy counterattacks. Activation rate equals speed. Capacity 10. Okay. Prevent enemy counterattack. Activation rate equals speed. Okay. I guess if I'm reading that right, it just means activation rate equals speed. So your speed stat, I'm assuming, is what it means. So if you had like 25 speed, there's a 25% chance that you'd prevent enemy counterattack. Seems okay. Could help, I guess. It's not exactly reliable, but it's there. Nihil capacity from 15 to 20, so a little nerf. Guard now allows the unit to take damage from adjacent support partner. Activation rate depends on support level. Capacity from 10. Whatever the fuck any of that means. I'm not even gonna waste my time. That just seems awkward. Basically put it on a unit who's tanky, who has a support partner who's not tanky, and then they take damage, but only if they're adjacent to each other. I mean, kind of sucks because support usually works at up to a range 3, so they're not necessarily, your support partners aren't necessarily going to be directly next to each other. It's probably okay though, I guess, maybe. Capacity from 5 to 10, so Shade got worse, and it wasn't even good to begin with. I don't know why you would need to do that. If anything, they should have reduced the capacity to free and just said, fuck it. Go ahead and put it on a unit. It's not going to do anything. Fortune. Negates opponent's critical hit chance. Activation rate. Passive. So it's just... What? It's a full guard? No, not full guard. It'd be Iron Rune. That's what it was called. Well, no, it kept changing names over the last patches. It was Iron Rune at one point, but yeah, so they just turned Iron Rune into a skill, basically. Howl. Prevents enemy from moving for 1 turn after attacking user indirectly. Activation rate equals strength. Capacity 20. I guess, sure. Quick Claw deals damage to enemy equal to user's strength after the user is attacked indirectly. Equals speed. I guess, sure. I guess I don't really... I mean, I understand how they work. I just don't... I'm trying to... Could you, in theory, put them on somebody who has, like, a hand axe? And then just anyone who attacks you with a hand axe or, like, a bow, it's a chance for you to do bonus damage? I don't know. Whatever. They're new skills. Wildheart allows user to stay transformed twice as long, but halves transformation bonuses. So it's like a slightly worse version of the Demi-Band? Capacity 10, activation rate... Sounds like it's just a worse version of the Demi-Band. Guess that's the thing now. Shriek reduces enemy luck to 0 after the user is attacked indirectly. That is trash on so many levels, because no one cares about luck. Adept. Activation rate changed from skill to speed. Capacity nerfed. So it's now procs based off your speed rather than your skill. That's fine, I guess. Resolve, capacity, nerfed, fair. Resolve was too good, need to be nerfed. Added, imbue. User restores HP equal to magic each turn. Activation rate, passive. Capacity 15. They put that on a mage, it'd be really good. I don't know who else would use it, though. Discipline. Change to now give user ×2 weapon XP when using a weapon. Activation rate, passive. Capacity from 0 to 10. Now, change to now give you... So you just grow your weapons faster. That's not so terrible, I guess. 10... I don't know if that's, like, great. I mean, it could work. If weapon ranks go up as slow as they did in patch 9, if they didn't change weapon rank XP, this could be huge, actually. Pass. User can move through enemy-occupied tile. That is insanely good. I'm going to abuse the hell out of that. That's really good. Enemies can't stop you. That's really cool. You can just run through everything. That's cool. Beast Foe. All attacks deal effective damage to Beast Lagoos. Bird Foe. Drake. Okay. Kind of seeing how that works now. So they took away all those Lagoo Slayers, and instead now you can give these scrolls out to people, and then they just will always do effective damage regardless of weapon. That's really, like, insane. Because, like, you could just use, like, one of those 22 might weapons on a dragon, and you got 66 base damage all of a sudden. That's insanely good. I'm all for it. Let's do it. Let's break it. Let's go fucking kill some Lagoos, I guess. We're gonna be really good at it. Advantage, activation rate from passive to equal speed. What the fuck? Oh, Vantage isn't passive anymore. Okay. Now it's just a chance to proc? I mean, that's fine. Vantage wasn't, like, insanely good. I mean, I guess you could get, like, a crit, maybe. If you had, like, a high crit, you could do some pretty insane shit with that. But, it's Vantage. It's Vantage. It's not that amazing. It works, but... Parity. Capacity increased. Why? It was trash. This is one where you should have just reduced the capacity from 5 to 0 and it still wouldn't have seen use. Flourish. User attacks with half power. Why the fuck would you ever do that? Blossom. XP gain from 2/3 to 1/2. Is that a nerf? Yeah, because normally you would get 66% of the XP. Now you get half. So you get less XP. The capacity is increased. So Blossom's even worse than it already was. Okay, so just really don't use Blossom now more than ever. Activation rate from skill divided by 2 to skill. So we'll actually see Tanya counter more frequently. Other than that, it's not that big a deal. It can help, but it's not fantastic. Added disarm. User has a chance to force the opponent to unequip weapon. Activation rate, skill divided by 2, capacity 10. Okay, I guess. Unequip weapon, sure. Wouldn't they just re-equip it, though? This seems bad. Seems bad. I guess maybe I'm not understanding it properly, but it seems bad. Corrode, change to corrosion. Reduces enemy weapon uses equal to user's level. Activation rate, skill divided by 2. So it's kind of just the same thing. It's a little bit better. I don't know. It's probably a little bit better, but I don't think it's like vastly improved. I don't think it's changed so much that something you need to worry about. Provoke capacity increased. Mercy unit cannot deal lethal. I don't even care what the rest of that says. You would never, ever, ever, ever use this skill. It doesn't even matter what anything beyond this said. You cannot do non-lethal damage. Just nope. It doesn't matter. The only reason you would ever do this is if you are literally trying to feed kills to some unit who is like really, 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 really far behind in levels and needs XP to level, like kills to level up. Doesn't matter. Mercy is trash. What the fuck is that? Nullify. Negates effective damage bonus against the user. Activation rate passive. Kind of cool in theory. Capacity 20 means it's probably not worth it, though. I don't know if... I don't think 20 capacity is worth negating effective bonus damage, because only certain units even take effective damage, so probably not worth it. Maybe there's a spot for it, though. I don't know. We'll see. Added. Form shift. User can remain transformed indefinitely. Hell yeah. So it's the other band that you get. Did they have a... No, wait, they didn't have it. It was just the demi band, wasn't it? Or was there a special band that didn't lose stats? Doesn't matter. Either way, insanely good. Can't wait to get it. Because, yeah. Remain transformed indefinitely. Really good. Blessing. Capacity from 20 to 15. Boon. Capacity from 20 to 15. So those are... This was Rayson's skill, I believe. And Boon was... What the fuck was Boon? Oh, Boon was Enna's skill. That's right. That's the one that cures conditions if you're adjacent. So, sure, I guess 15's not terrible. Added Galderar. User can use various chants based on level activation. So Rayson Rayson's singing ability is now a skill, I guess. Various chants based on level. Whatever the fuck that means. As long as Rayson can still make me take an extra turn, that's what matters. Added glare. User can prevent a unit from moving for the rest of this chapter. Or the rest of the chapter. Skill divided by 2. Seems kind of... Seems pretty good. I don't know what the skill divided by 2 is because it's before activation rate. This says it's an action. The fuck is skill divided by 2 when it's in this context mean? Seems okay. I don't know. I guess we'll see when we find out more about what skill divided by 2 means. Added Pavice. Negates all damage. Activation rate equals skill. Yeah, seems cool. The activation rate being based on skill is probably for the best. I don't know. Seems like it could be okay. Capacity 20 is a lot, though. Not sure how good it's going to be with that, with capacity 20. I mean, most of these have like 15, so 5 more doesn't seem like a lot, but I don't know. Seems like it could be okay. Insight. Added +5 vision and fog of war. What the fuck are these? I don't remember what these are. Added 20 dodge. Added 5 vision. What the fuck are those? Added maelstrom. Deals damage equal to user's strength when attacked indirectly. Chance skill. So it's another one of those weird ass, like, if you... I mean, it could be cool if you have, like, indirect attacks that you could retaliate after they did that. So it's just bonus damage in theory, but still not guaranteed. So, I guess it could be okay, maybe. We'll see. Added Blood Tide. Grants adjacent allies +5 strength and skill. Activation rate passive. So passively grants adjacent allies +5 strength and skill. Blood. Okay. Yep. That's awesome. I love it. Let's do that. I want that on as many units as I can fit it on. Added White Pool. Grants adjacent allies +5 magic and +5 speed. Yes. Yes. All the White Pool in the world. I want more White Pool. And then added Night Tide. What? Night Tide. Why is this one the... There's Blood Tide and there's Night Tide. Why is this White Pool rather than White Tide? Were they afraid White Tide was too racist of a term? What the f... You have Blood Tide, White Pool, Night Tide. Why not Blood Pool, White Pool, Night Pool? If you were afraid this was... Why isn't this White Tide? Would the Tide Company get pissed off? Like, do they have a product called White Tide that I'm not aware of? Why is it Tide, but this one's whatever? Grants adjacent users defense and res. Activation rate passive. Yep. Yeah, these are all pretty damn good. The white and blood are probably probably better, but Night Tide shouldn't be knocked. I mean, extra defense and res could be useful. Added stillness. User is extremely unlikely to be attacked if another target is within range. 25. Holy shit, that takes a lot of capacity. And it sounds like it's just... I don't know. Like, it's a better version of Shade, I guess. I don't know. Mantle now negates damage from non-Una uni now negates damage from non-uni based weapons and restores HP equal to luck each turn. Also acts as Nile and Fortune. Activation rate. Passive. That seems insanely good. Capacity dash. I guess it's like, is it like it's like a temporary thing? I don't know. Seems really good. Seems insanely good. Aurora. Return half damage dealt to user to the attacker. So it's just improved counter. All right, I'll do that. That seems good. Improved counter. Added Savage. Triple strength and half enemy skill for 1 turn. Activation rate skill divided by 2. Capacity is 30. Triple strength seems really good. Half enemy skill for 1 turn seems unnecessary, but triple strength, pretty good. It's skill divided by 2. It's not very frequent. I don't know how good that makes it, but 30 capacity is not cheap to hold on to either, but triple strength. I don't know. Could be good. Rend. Quintuples strength and prevents the enemy from moving for 1 turn. Speed divided by 2, capacity 30. Yeah, that's also really good. Quintuples strength. Yeah. Roar. Now triple strength and prevents the enemy from moving for 1 turn. Activation rate strength divided by 2, capacity. Okay, there's a lot of this like tripling shit coming on here. Ire triples damage. A lot of this triple, like these are just like additional crit chances, basically. Skill divided by 2. These are like just bonuses to crit chance functionally. That's another way to do a shitload of bonus damage. Aether activation rate from equal to skill divided by 2. Capacity from 20 to 30. So Ike doesn't get to proc Ether as frequently. It was really good, so I suppose that probably did need a little bit of a nerf. Astra now uses only one weapon use for all 5 attacks. Activation rate from skill to skill divided by 2, capacity from 20 to 30. Wait, Astra, that was the mastery one for Swordmasters, yeah. So that's cool. Now you don't burn through all these weapon uses. You just use one weapon use for all 5. That's really nice. That's huge quality of life. Skill, yeah, I mean, I don't remember it ever proccing so frequently that I'm like, damn, this is busted, but I guess it's probably for the best. Added Impale. Quadruples damage. Yeah. Yeah, that's a thing that we're apparently doing now. So it's super crit, basically. Activation rate, skill divided by 2. Yeah, seems really good. How many of the enemies have these skills? If the enemy has a lot of these skills, it's gonna hurt like hell. Gonna be able to. Nile might have gotten a lot better, actually. If enemies are using these skills, aside from maybe Aether, but Luna now triples strength in addition to damage or defense reduction activation. Yep, that's a thing now. Added Eclipse, quintuples strength and halves enemies defense. So it's just better Luna. Literally just better Luna. Soul now triples damage in addition to HP recovery. Okay, what the fuck? That's a mastery skill. Flares a mastery. Now ignores enemies' res and restores HP equal to damage dealt. So, like, are these all mastery skills now? Like, did every class get its own unique mastery skill? Or change it a little bit? That's what it sounds like, judging by all these. I don't know what these ones would be. We'll see. Didn't make it very clear here. Corona halves enemy res and halves accuracy for 1 turn. That seems really bad. When you consider Flare ignores res completely and then restores HP, you have res and then their accuracy. Like, ooh, that's impressive. Whatever class got this one, which Dark Mages? Did the Dark Mages? It's probably Dark Mage, judging by the accuracy reduction. It seems like something Dark Mages would do to like have accuracy. Added Bane reduces enemy HP to 1. That's it? It just reduces enemy HP to 1? A lot of the rest of these seem like they just outright kill people. This one just doesn't kill them? That kind of sucks. But then again, I mean, if you double, you can have their HP to, or take their HP to 1, then you on their second. That's actually a pretty kind of a fair and balanced way to do it, assuming you can skill divided by 2. So assuming you trigger this, if you double and you trigger this first, it's kind of like unlike the rest of these where there's just like triple damage kind of just kills everybody. This is like, hey, you get to functionally kill the opponent, assuming you can double them, but it does give the enemy a chance to do some damage to you in return, so you can't just kill them without them hitting you. This is actually kind of balanced when you think about it. Can it proc if you would otherwise kill them? Could it leave an enemy alive? Like what if you do say like we'll say like 16 damage and the enemy has 14 HP left. Could you proc this and not kill them? That could be bad. That could be bad. I don't know. I guess it depends on how that works. If the devs decided that it's fair for this to proc when you would otherwise kill an enemy, this is probably not that great of a skill because you could suddenly leave an enemy alive when you wouldn't have otherwise. If this can't proc when an enemy would otherwise die, then it's not terrible. I don't know. There's not enough information here to make a fair judgment. It seems like it could be good, it could be bad. That's half this patch now at this point, isn't it? It could be good, could be bad. That's kind of where I'm at in a lot of this stuff. Lethality, activation rate changed. Okay, so Lethality's still in the game. Stun now triples damage, so kills people. Deadeye no longer doubles accuracy. Instead, now triples damage in addition to putting the enemy to sleep. Is there any enemy besides maybe a boss who's alive after taking triple damage to even suffer from the sleep condition? Like, that's like this one. Like, in addition to its other fights. So, like, you triple damage. What fucking difference does it make if you actually stun them after the fact? They just took triple damage. It's a functional crit. How are they still alive to suffer then no longer allowed to move for one turn? Colossus, now triple strength. Alright, there's a lot of triple strength stuff. Tear, triple strength again. And halves enemy speed for one turn. Would they still be alive? Triple strength? What the fuck? How would they still be alive to suffer from the added effects of half this shit? Oh, here we go. Characters. I'm spoiling myself. Hold on. Alright. Actually, I don't really have anything else to say. Okay, fine. We'll move on to characters. Characters. Largo, removed. Unfortunate, I guess. Dan, removed. Okay, I can pronounce his name. Shut up. Dan, removed. I don't know why, but they were removed. Ike. Holy shit. Dude, Ike is ripped. Dude has been working out. Holy shit. He could bend steel with those arms. Class change to hero. Con from 9 to 12. No shit. Look at the man. He's probably honestly like a con of 14. Maybe 15. This guy's fucking jacked. Weight from 9 to 13. Again, look at him. Of course he's getting a fucking weight and con increase. Move up to 7. That's cool. Base stats reworked. He's now level 11, 44 HP. Pretty good strength. That's really good strength, I think. I guess it's really hard to say if base stats are good if I don't know what the enemy stats that are being compared to are. But 24 seems good. 28 skill, 23 speed seems pretty good. A lot of 20s. Seems good. Growths. So they reduced his HP growth, increased his strength growth, reduced his magic growth, increased his skill growth. Whoa, he took a huge speed penalty here. Holy shit, they really reduced his speed growth. Yeah, he's been working out too much. He's not doing enough cardio. I gotta start running, man. Cardio. You can't just bench. You gotta be working all the muscles. That's why you're suffering right at this 35 here. Start jogging, man. 35, 30, 40 to 40. Didn't even change. That's a huge dip. So his resistance went into the toilet. Actually, look at Boyd. Boyd also working out here, getting jacked. Change to warrior. Con 10 to 12, 10 to 13. He's the same size category, so to speak, as Ike now. He started one size category in both con and weight greater than Ike, and now they're both the same. Ike caught up fast. Slacking, Boyd. Slacker. Again, it's really hard to say if these base stats what they mean. I can only compare them to other characters. I mean, I could say which characters look better. Like, for example, he's got less strength than Ike, less skill than Ike, less speed than Ike, and less defense than Ike. And he's 3 levels lower, which is such an insanely small difference that the huge difference in his speed, defense, and skill and strength aren't going to be compensated by the 3 levels that he would otherwise gain. So, like, Ike is just a significantly stronger character than Boyd. Although Ike does use swords, whereas Boyd uses axes, and axes are better than swords. I don't know if his stats merit that, though. I think Ike's still just better in general. HP increase a little bit, strength increase a little bit. That's the same. Slightly worse skill, same speed. Better luck, much better defense, a lot worse res. Yeah, Boyd's kind of in an awkward, sort of rough spot here. Not bad, but seems probably okay. The Tanya got a little heavier. Tanya putting on the pounds, huh? Letting herself go. Holy shit, she has no HP though. Like 44 on Ike, 45 Boyd. She's 36. Fuck. Got no HP. Ender's growth drop. She's gonna have no HP. I mean, not no HP, but her HP is gonna be low. I guess you gave her a couple Seraph robes, maybe. That'll help fix that. Strength is pretty good, though. Skills, fine. Speed's okay. Defense, pretty solid. Growth's dropped. Same. Dropped. Man, all of her growths, except for strength, got worse overall. But her stats seem kind of okay. HP's low. Other than that, her stats seem pretty good outside of the HP there. Oscar, class change to Paladin. A little heavier in all fronts, a little extra move. Stats seem pretty good. Strength is a little low. Defense is kind of off, but his skill and speed are like on par with Tanya, and he's got more health at a lower level. So, if you put some work into him, he's probably got relatively comparable, ultimately lower strength and defense than Titania, but he compensates with that by having better speed, skill, and HP. So I don't know. He seems kind of okay. I guess he's on a horse. That's always good, right? Oh wow. Holy, that's a low strength gain. That's a mild defense gain if you compare it to a lot of the other people. Titania's, I guess, is lower, but I don't know. Oscar, he wasn't particularly fantastic in the previous patch. Doesn't look like he got much better, if better at all. Ryze, class change to Bishop. He got a little bit lighter and heavier at the same time. So he lost some tone, gained some weight. Kind of mediocre stats, generally speaking. Growths are nothing fantastic. Actually, growth is pretty trash aside from really good res, pretty decent magic, all things considered, but luck's pretty good, I guess. Wrist looks pretty bad. Shinon, con 9 to 10. weight 10 to 11. So putting on some bulk. Base stats reworked. Pretty solid HP, pretty good strength, pretty good skill, really good speed. All right, Shinom's got some pretty good stats. He's just in an unfortunate class. His growth suffered a little bit in most areas. Yeah, he kind of just lost a bunch of growth all over the place, but with stats like that, it's not so bad. Eh. His biggest weakness is, again, he's being held back by he's an archer. Gatry, faster general, bigger, faster, or more movement or something. I don't know how you want to say that. HP, good. Strength, good. Skills, pretty solid. Speed, what the fuck? He's a general with 20 goddamn speed. Holy shit. He could run marathons with that kind of a speed. Gatry might actually double things. Might. I'm not going to say will, because again, we don't know enemy stats, but fuck, dude. He's faster than Boyd. He has a 60% speed growth. Holy shit. Dude, Gatry is just like, he's going to run circles around people. He's just going to lap everybody. What the fuck? 60 strength? 60. Jesus. His stat growth and stat bases look really good. Again, general class is kind of iffy because he's got kind of a mediocre speed, but damn, Gatry's got some good stats. All right, here we go. God of Thunder. Class change to Wind Sage. Okay. I guess now sages are Wind Sage. Wait, does that mean he can't use lightning anymore? I mean, not that it mattered. Lightning's garbage now. Can he not use fire, though? If he can't use fire... Wind was really good, though, in fairness. They really buffed wind. Or wind magic, however you want. Movement from 5 to 6. He's still relatively slow, though. 5, very little HP, very little strength. Pretty good magic, pretty good skill. That's not so good for speed. And his stats, his growth, I should say. Ooh, that's ugly looking. Soren not looking too hot. I mean, he was kind of iffy in the last patch, but now he's looking really iffy. All right, Mia, class change to Swordmaster. Everything up to 7. Everything from 6 to 7. So Mia apparently going from the devil to the luckiest person in the entire world. Holy shit. 28 base speed? Fuck. That is fast. But 17 strength, kinda low. Growths were improved overall, though. I mean, kinda needed it. She was really bad in the last game. But Swordmaster, so, kind of tainted by original sin there as well. Thunder Mage is useless. Or Thunder Magic is... Change to Thunder Mage. Yeah. Those stats look garbage. That's not even comparable to these ones. Like those are horrible. Suddenly, even the worst, like even Soren's looking a hell of a lot better suddenly by comparison. Well, she has Mage though. Wait, because they were like Soren was Sage. She's not promoted. Soren's level 5, but apparently promoted. She's level 12 and not promoted. Okay, I guess Ileana just, slacker. Spent too much time eating, not enough time getting XP. Those are some, again, stats are so hard to kind of talk about when I have no idea how to compare them to other characters, let alone the enemies, which are the more important things to be comparing them to. Growth seem okay, though. Nothing, stands out as, trash other than maybe the 30% speed. It's not exactly something to look forward to. But everything else was okay. Missed movement from 5 to 7. Okay, so Mist is going to be also running circles around people. Garbage tier stats again, though. Similar to Ileana. She's actually not that much better than Ileana. A lot more res, though. A lot more res than Ileana. Bit more defense. And luck. Speed's only a little better. Skill's only a little better. Everything else only a little bit better, aside from luck and res. Growths were slightly nerfed. A few got buffed. Her skill and her speed got buffed a little bit. Luck got buffed. Defense got buffed. Yeah, I don't know. Mist didn't look like she did too hot there. I think overall she's pretty bad, it looks like. Rolf, hey, it's one of the worst, if not the worst unit in the last game. And he's been bulking up too. Look at all those 4 to 6, 4 to 7. Doesn't look like he's been bulking up. He still looks scrawny as all hell. Like he might fall over if the wind picked up. That's unfortunately low. That's pretty low. Those are all really low stats. Sucks to be you, Rolf. It looks like they're still... Oh, that's actually 75 strength. That's pretty good. The rest of his stats, though, aren't particularly impressive. He just has really good strength. Pretty damn good HP, actually. But tainted by original sin. He's an archer. Marsha, class change to Falco Knight. Con up, weight up, movement up. Everything's up, 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 up. Power creeps a thing. Those are not particularly impressive stats. Again, compared to some of the other ones we've been looking at so far. And those growths are nothing impressive either. I think they may have beat Marsha with the Nerf bat. She does not look too good in this game. Leth from 6 to 6/7. From 21 to 11/31. 7 to 7/9. Strength is 9/18. What the fuck? How do you have 2 stats? What does this mean? Oh wait, no, duh. The Leth is even more chaotic. Okay, so they're Lagoos. This is so they have untransformed stats is what I'm guessing, and transformed stats. That's gotta be because like in the last game their stats improved when they transformed, and the same thing in this one they improve. Yeah, when they transform they get better stats. So 18 strength when you're transformed is fine. 24 speed. The best I can do would be compare you to Mia, sadly, and Mia's got 1 less strength but 4 more speed. I don't think necessarily Leth is bad, but not looking too hot when compared to like even Ike is 23 speed and 24 strength, so it's not the most impressive stat spread. Doesn't necessarily mean Leth is bad, but it's not a great stat spread you want to see when other people that we've looked at are a lot better. Old growths, holy shit, her growth's got, oh my god, her growth got shit on. Everything fell by like a minimum of like 10 points or more. I mean 5 I guess here, but 0, but shit. Leth gross. Dog shit. Wow. Maybe Leth isn't so good after all. Mordecai, though, the man, the myth, the legend. Bulkier, bigger, yeah, everything like that. 28 strength, pretty solid. 18 speed. That seems a little slow comparing him to some of the other people we've already looked at. I don't know. That might not be the most impressive speed. I think, was it, pretty sure it was Boyd had 18 speed. Although he hits a lot harder than Boyd, so he kind of makes up for that. 32 defense, that is really impressive, though. Growths. nerfed into the ground, except for luck. He got really good luck, actually. Better defense. That's an interesting shift. I don't know. It's hard to say, again. It's hard to say who's going to be good or who's going to be not. Volk assassin, or class change to assassin. I think he did that in the last game though, or the last patch though, didn't he? Pretty sure he did in the last patch, but whatever. He's changed to assassin. Strength of 30. Yes, please. Speed. Holy shit. All right, again, I don't know when Volk's gonna join you, I guess, but well, level 13, Ike was what, 12 or 11 or something like that. Boyd was like 8. He's not that much higher. He joins. It would look like, judging by his level, he joins pretty early. What other levels we got? Like Marsha is 5. Rolf is 1 and Mist is 1 again. 12, 7, 5, 10, yeah, 13. It would seem like Volk's going to be joining relatively early. Holy shit, he's going to smoke people when he joins. And his growths are really, really acceptable. Volk seems really good. Kieran, class change to Pally. Bonus to all his stats. If you can call weight and con up a bonus. I don't know if they do. Probably a nerf, honestly. Level 11. Pretty good stat spread all around. Growths are kind of iffy. He's got good strength, good defense, pretty good HP. Speed's really low, unfortunately. I wouldn't say really low, but it's low. 30's not exactly fantastic. But he seems like he'd be okay. Seems like he'd do alright. Nephany, class change to Halberdier. Bonuses to all the base stuff there. Stats look really garbage. 20 speed's actually not terrible, but 15 strength, 15 defense, that seems really bad. Rest of the stats, like the growths look okay, except for strength and HP. Holy shit, HP is really low. Okay, outside of HP and strength, the rest of her stats look fine in terms of growth, but she needs strength and she needs HP, and those are the stats that she's not going to be getting much of. Ike. Pretty sure that's Braum. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one's Braum. Looks like the devs may have fucked up the name a little bit there. But apparently Ike is now a really, really big man, and he's a general now. Gained a lot of weight, yeah. Braum does not look nearly as good as Gatry. And his stat ups do not look like they're going to be as impressive either. Braum not looking too hot. Kind of in the same boat he was before. Which is to say, the bench. The bench boat. Alright, Zyark. Class change to Swordmaster. Buffs there. Stats. Speed looks okay. Everything else, strength of 17 isn't the worst. Seems like he could be okay. Stat growth look kind of iffy. A little shaky HP, a little shaky strength. Good speed skill, standard Swordmaster. Yeah. Zyark, kind of like in the exact same boat, more or less, that he was in before, where I guess he's serviceable, but I wouldn't exactly call him good. Holy shit, Soth. 3 years, 3 years did a number on you. You got fucking, I wouldn't say ripped. He's not like super strong, but he grew up in 3 years, apparently. He was just a tiny little kid in the last one. Class change to Rogue, gets a little bigger. 18 strength, that seems pretty good. 20 speeds, okay. Defense 14. But in theory, he's a thief, or I guess he's rogue now, but he's like the thief-like class or whatever. So his stats shouldn't matter too much because he's just going to be picking locks. But it looks like he can maybe take 1-2 attacks in a pinch type of thing. He might be able to occasionally double. I say that only because 20 speed, I think if I recall, Gatry had 20 speed. Ike had 23, so he might be able to double occasionally. 45 speed growth is not that good, though. But not that gross really, man. He's a thief. It's fine. Jill, our Lord and Savior. HP is insanely low. Holy fuck. Jill's gonna die in like one hit. Strength is insanely low. What happened to Jill? Why are her stats so low? They turned her into the Est. No. Jill. You're an Est. What are your growths looking like? Actually, the growths are like, yeah, that look like those are S growths. No, they turned Jill into an Est. She even comes at a relatively high level. Oh no. Oh no. Jill, not looking so good. Not looking so good. You need like 3 Seraph robes, like 16 energy rings. Oh man. You need some help, Jill. Sorry to say, but you need a lot of help, it looks like. Your stats are not that impressive. Astrid, I mean, again, keep in mind, I should say, because I don't know what kind of join order we're going to be looking at. I haven't played this patch yet. But again, I'm using strictly just the other stats of the other characters I've looked at. I have no idea how these stats compare to the enemies based on their join time, but she's level 14, so this just looks bad for level 14. I guess I don't know, though. Class change Paladin. Wait. From that to that. Stats. Comparable to Jill, honestly. More HP, though. A lot more HP. Growths. Yeah, again, kind of like Jill. Like, pretty good growths, pretty wimpy. Okay, so Astrid's still kind of pulling the Est shit out of her ass. Makalov. Does anyone even remember Makalov? That does not look too hot. The 19 defense might be okay. But other than that, that's not so good, Makalov. The growths don't look like they're going to save you, really. 75 speed, actually. That's pretty good. 75 speed could save your speed. 50 defense could save defense, but... shaky HP, shaky-ish strength. Yeah, Makalov not looking too good. I don't think this patch is going to fix you, sadly. Tormod. Change to Fire Sage. Gives a little buff to everything. Right. Base stats. Okay, see, now that's some solid HP. Magic is really low, though. That's some insanely low magic. Speed seems okay. Defense stats seem really low. Growths are fine, I guess. Tormod seems okay. I wouldn't say great. At best, he's salvageable. In my opinion. I guess I don't know anything. We'll see. Mararum. Yeah, I don't know how those stats are going to compare, but he got more stats in terms of that. Strength 36. Now, that's insane. Speed 20. Holy shit. Mordecai, eat your heart out. Oh shit, 30. Yeah, Mordecai, eat your heart out. Holy fuck. Murrum's coming for your crown. Gains are really low, though. All the Lagoos have had really low stat gains, honestly. Actually, 55 strength, 55 luck. Well, luck, I guess, who cares? But 55 strength, 45 skill, even. That's pretty solid. 60 HP seems a little low. Not like horribly low, but a little low. Stefan. Class change to True Blade. Oh shit, that's right. I forgot there's three tiers of classes now. Okay. I haven't really seen too much like Fire Sage. I'm assuming that's tier 2. True Blade seems like that'd be... Would that be tier 3, right? Because it'd be... I'm assuming it's still like Myrmidon Swordmaster, and then so now it'd be True Blade, it looks like. Comes in at level 8. Pretty solid HP, I guess. Strength seems pretty decent, I guess. Skill and speed are insanely good. Swordmaster in general. Or I guess True Blade in this case. Defense is a little iffy. But I guess with that kind of speed, you can dodge a lot. Growths are pretty good. Yeah, Stefan seems like it'd be okay. Again, stuck in that Swordmaster class, but hey, stats are definitely there. Tanith. Those are actually, that's pretty good strength. That's pretty good speed. Defense res seem okay. Growth solid enough. Tanith seems okay. I don't know if there's like an overall nerf or a buff. Probably an overall buff. Seems pretty good. Rayson. Doesn't really matter because he's a dancer. As long as he can dance, that's what matters. Janeth. 32. That's really good. 38, 34, 24. Janeth seems really good. I mean, he was really good in the last game. He seems pretty good in this game. Yeah, what the fuck? All the Lagoose growths are so damn low now. Like, holy shit, he's got less than 50% of his original HP growth. Whatever, I mean, his stats definitely seem pretty good. His growths aren't going to be like, just because he has some relatively average growths, I would say, not anything spectacular, doesn't mean he's bad, especially since he's got pretty good stats. He looks pretty good. Jeff looks fine. Ulki, 28, what was Janeth again? 32, huh? And Ulki is a little bit faster, but Janeth's got kind of everything else over Ulki, except for that 2 points of speed, and even Janeth 34 is, as I've seen so far, insanely good and more than you would probably need. So, not saying Ulki's bad. He's not bad, but it looks like Janeth is a little bit better. And the growths are kind of awkward and low, but that just seems to be the Lagoose thing for whatever reason. Like, Lagoose don't get stat growths anymore. They're just, whatever their base stats are, it's pretty much what they're going to have for the rest of the game. Khalil, changed to Fire Sage. Wasn't she a Sage already? I thought she was a Sage already. Now she's a Fire Sage? I don't know. Oh, that's right, because I was making that same assumption on Soren. Does that mean she can't use Wind and Lightning? Like, do mages only use one type of magic now? If that's the case, Ileana, you got absolutely hosed. Because Thunder Magic is trash now. Stats seems kind of lowish. I wouldn't say unusable, but they seem a little lowish. And stat growths can kind of compensate. I don't think they really will. That's a really low HP growth. 35 is really low. I don't think Khalil's particularly impressive. Could work, though. I don't think she's necessarily, like, unusable. Toronio, strength of 24, speed of 20. Okay, so he's, like, Gatry. Yeah, very similar to Gatry, actually. Even got pretty solid speed growth. So Gatry and Toronio are both like, we're armor knights, but we run marathons. Apparently. Toronio seems like he could be pretty good. Again, aside from the fact that just generals, like, you know, they kind of just fall behind all the heavy army stuff. They're just like, they just can't keep up with all your high move units. But he seems like he could hold his own. Like, it looks like you could put him down in a corner somewhere and nothing, like on a choke point even, and nothing would get through him. Seems pretty good. Ranulf. Got bonuses there as per normal. Stats look pretty good. Look kind of like what he used to before. Gross. The goose growths are so low. These just seem really bad. Just because they kind of are. But luckily his base stats seem very, very acceptable. 30 speed, 28 strength, 26 defense, yeah. Yeah, Randolph looks okay. I mean, he's a cat, so he's stuck at one range. He's basically a Myrmidon with 9 speed. Or a Swordmaster, whatever you want to call it, with 9 speed. Seems okay, though. Seems okay for a Myrmidon with 9 speed. Har. Good strength. Good skill. Speed's okay. Har looks okay. That is an insanely low HP growth. Only 30. Holy shit. I mean, he comes with 46, so I guess it's not that bad. He kind of just compensates by having high HP, so he doesn't really need a high HP growth. 70 strength, 70 skill, 65. Jesus. 30 speed though. That definitely hurts. But I mean, holy shit, like he is going to get strength frequently. He is going to get skill frequently. He's going to get defense frequently. Like he's just bulky. Like he's gonna hit really hard, and nothing's gonna hit him really, back for much, except for I guess magic. Resistance is pretty low, but he's a bit of a tank. Har looks fine for tanking purposes. I mean, he's also a flyer, so he's got that going for him. Flyer in general is just useful. He's a very tanky flyer with his Bane being speed again, but seems okay. Class change to Archsage. Okay, that's gotta be a tier 3. So Bastion apparently joins late, I would assume, if he's coming in as a tier 3. Level 10, solidish, I guess, HP. I don't know how much HP you can expect to have by the time he joins, but 45 might be a little low actually, because didn't Har have more than that even? Yeah, Har had 46. And Har's level 11. And I don't see anything that would indicate that he's in a tier 3. But only 30%. So 45 is probably low, but not like super low. Magic's pretty solid. That seems really good, 35. Speed seems really low, especially when Ike starts at 23 and you're in a tier 3. Defense and res. I don't know, Bastion. Don't look like you're going to be doing too hot. Gross don't look like they're doing you any favors either, unfortunately. Sorry, Bastion. Look like you're kind of not going to be that good. Lucia or Lucia. Is it Lucia? Lucia? I don't know. It's CI, so would it be pronounced Sha? Lucia? Lucia? I don't know. I think I had that same problem when I was in patch 9. I never knew how to pronounce that name. So kind of okay. It looks very comparable to Mia. You've got less speed and skill, but one more strength. So yeah, just comparable to Mia. So again, kind of just a Swordmaster. Growths look like a Swordmaster's growth, so it's a Swordmaster. Joffrey, level 15, solid HP, pretty good strength. Ouch. Actually, those are looking, the strength is pretty good. The skill and speed or whatever, they're kind of average. Nothing terrible. The defense is looking a little low, though. Just a little bit. Not like super low, but a little bit low. His growths don't really compensate for that low start either. But probably going to be okay. The important stats, strength and speed, he's doing fine in. So seems like he could be okay. Valencia, class change to Queen. Okay, that seems fair. I mean, I guess she was queened in the last game. Level 1. that seems like low HP for a level 1 unit. I mean, as a queen, I don't know. But that's probably not so good. Speed of 22 seems pretty decent. Defense 18, 24 res. Stat growth. Okay, so her speed will compensate. Her strength will compensate. Oh. Defense not going to compensate. Valencia looks like she could be okay, though. She could probably dodge tank if you get her speed up there, especially with that 70 growth. So she can probably dodge tank. She, in theory, would still be a flyer, right? Question mark. Does she still have the Pegasus? Does she still heal? Yeah, I'm assuming if she still heals and she still flies, then she's doing pretty damn good. And the immediate, that's right, immediate got a huge buff. So that 19 strength, that might be more than enough when she's using the immediate with, like, what was the power on it? Like, did it bump up to, like, 16, I think it was? 14? The immediate got really powerful. So, yeah, that 19 strength, she can compensate for the immediate and her growth will cover the rest. So Lindsay looks pretty good. Lindsay looks pretty good. Nasir, yeah, changes there. That's some HP. No strength. Lots of. Oh wait, no, that's right. Cause we were the white dragons use magic now, so yeah, that's why he has huge magic stat now. That seems really slow. That feels like he's gonna get doubled by everything. His defense is not high enough, in my opinion, to compensate getting doubled. His res is. He can get doubled by mages all day long and not give a shit. But generally speaking, most enemies do physical damage, so Nasir seems kind of... don't know how excited I am to use Nasir. He looks pretty weak. Not unusable, necessarily, but he looks a little weak. Ike. Again, no, you're not Ike. You are Ina. Someone forgot to change your name. That or you changed your name to Ike. I don't know. Maybe you really liked Ike and you're like, I want to be named Ike also. What do we got here? A lot less HP than Nasir. Huge magic. Wait, you're a red dragon though, right? So in theory, you're using strength. Why the fuck do you have a magic stat that high? 22 speed. Well, I mean, it's better than Nasir speed, I guess. Defense is just slightly better. Resistance is a lot worse. You kind of look a little bad. A little bit not so good. What about your growths? Do they help? Not really. What the fuck? Unless you're using magic as your attack stat too, this is unacceptable. Okay, you're looking really bad actually. Probably not worth it. Oh hey Tibarn, what's up, buddy? Class change to Hawk King. Wasn't he Hawk King before? That's a bunch of HP. That's a lot of strength. That's a shitload of skill. That's a lot of speed. That's pretty good defense. Pretty solid res. Lots of HP growth. Well, that's nice. Solid strength growth compared to a lot of the other Lagoos anyways. Speed's a little low. Yeah. Yeah, Tibarn looks pretty good. Looks pretty damn good. Can't wait to use him. Nasala, class change to Raven King. Again, pretty sure that was his class last time, but whatever. Or I should say in the last, when we last saw him in the last patch. Strength 34 seems good. 40-42 seems pretty good. Defense and res, pretty solid. Growths are... Yeah, they're not terrible either. Again, they're low, but they're better than a lot of the other Lagoos we've been looking at. So Nasala looking pretty good. Looking useful. Gifka making his return. Wait, isn't that Devdan? Added Dan Ved. Okay, hold on, I'm spoiling myself. We'll get to that in a second. Gifka. Yeah. Yeah, those are some stats. And those are some growths. Yeah, Gifka, still looking really good. I mean, you only had him for, at best, one chapter in the last patch, but yeah, he looks fine. I would definitely be willing to use him again. He looks really good. Okay, so now we got to figure out this. So they removed Danved, or no, they added Danved. No, they removed Dev. Yeah, they said they removed Danved, or no, I keep looking at his name. No, they removed Devdan. What the fuck is this? Class Halberdier. Am I crazy? Is that not the exact same guy? Added Danved. Hold on a second. Boop. Yeah, Devdan remove. What the fuck is this? That looks. I'm not crazy, right? Like that. Like, scroll down here real quick. That is 100% Devdan, right? What the fuck is going on? Base stats level 9, HP, strength. So he kind of looks like he's in the same boat he was last time, where he's not bad. It's just, do you really want to use him? Question mark type of thing. Got pretty good growth though. They can kind of help compensate for some of his weaknesses. I'm still confused though. What is this shit? It's the same person, right? Added Micaiah, class light mage. Con, weight, and move are all 5. I'm not gonna lie, she looks like she might be 5 years old. I mean, not really, but like she looks really young. Level 1. That is pathetically low HP. All her stats are low. Alright, so. Oh god, is she another. Is she like an S? Is that what's going on here? Like, is she like the true S? Like, they're like, Jill's the fake S. We give you Jill early enough where she can actually, climb out of her stats. This looks like the character you're gonna get like 10 chapters before the end of the game, and they're gonna be like, good luck getting this light mage into light sage into what the hell is that? Arch sage? Like, good luck. Like, you have all however many levels, 9, then another 9, then another 9. Well, 20, I guess. It'd be 9, 9, 20 if you're early promoting. That looks really bad. Those stats look really garbage. And the growths, oh man, these, what? What is this character? Like, you're gonna have huge magic, you're gonna have huge res, huge luck, no HP, no strength, not that it's a huge deal, moderate skill at best, no speed, like, no defense. What is this character? Micaiah seems really bad. First impressions, mind you, but she seems really bad. Edward, class Myrmidon, 776. I see what you did there. So he also has very low stats, but I guess he is Myrmidon as well. But he outclasses Micaiah in speed. His damage is comparable since they both have the same strength and magic, but I mean, she hits on res, he hits on defense, but he compensates by actually gaining strength. I mean, she gains magic, I guess, but he gains speed, so he can actually double eventually if he can't. I mean, 12, I don't know how close. 12, he's going to double eventually with 60 speed. Or 60 speed growth. Edward seems like he could be okay. He still suffers from being a Myrmidon, but he seems okay. Added Leonardo, class Archer, 776. Wow, is that another 776 reference. Is intelligence systems trying to tell us something? Uh, Archer, so shitty ass class. Probably don't want to touch him. Stats seem pretty meh. Not unusable, but yeah, I mean, not exactly fantastic either. The growths don't really compensate where they're needed. Like, he needs speed, didn't have that. Needs strength, it's kind of not really there. HP seems okay. Yeah, Leonardo doesn't seem too good. Doesn't seem too good. In addition to being just an archer, which is not good to begin with. Added, Nolan, class, fighter, 13. Oh, damn, it's not a 776. Too bad. Hey, there's a little bit of HP. That's pretty low strength, actually, isn't it? Maybe not too terribly low. But doesn't seem like as high as you'd expect from a fighter. Speed's kind of eh. Defense is okay, though. Growth, he actually has trouble growing strength. Not like it's low, but it's not going to be terribly high either. Speed's really good. He'll actually start doubling eventually. Skill's insanely good for a fighter. I've never seen a fighter with that kind of skill in my life. Nolan seems like he could be... Seems like you could invest into Nolan and he wouldn't really be terrible. Seems like he could work. Added Laura, priest, 555. Good for you. You're a priest, you're a healer, your stats aren't the biggest deal. What matters the most is that your magic goes up a little bit, which it will. Anything else is icing on the cake. Like extra speed, it makes it harder for them to double you, but your speed starts really low, actually. I think that's lower than that. Who is it? Micaiah? Yeah, your speed's lower than Micaiah. But you'll actually get speed, unlike Micaiah, so you'll eventually crawl out of that divot. You're a healer. Stats aren't a huge deal on healers. Just don't make them go into combat and you're fine. Added Aaron. Added Aaron. Soldier, 11, 15, 6. 24 HP. What the fuck? These stats seem like... I mean, judging by their classes, these are all, like, level 1 units, but these stats seem... kinda low? Maybe it's just because I've been reading too many bigger stats from, like, Ike in them. But the stats seem a little low. Although... Aaron looks like he kind of does alright. He's got good strength, good skill, good defense. It's kind of like a lesser Har, really. This looks like very similar to like the Har layout. Only basically like take Har, cut all of his stats in half, and then give this guy the same growth and take him off a Wyvern. He's got very similar to Har in that regard. I don't know. It seems bad. Meg, armor sword. Con 6, weight 12. Alright. HP, that's really low. That's pretty low. That's... What the fuck are these? What is this character? This is like Micaiah again, only... Like... What is this? Seems bad. I'm just gonna move on. I don't even want to look at that. That just looks really bad. What do we got here? We got added Volu, class Wolf. Okay, so we are getting confirmed. We kind of confirmed it before, but yeah, there is a Wolf Laguz now that somehow went undiscovered for God knows how many years, and then just like, oh nope, we found them. They're here. They've been here the whole time. Level 15. That's pretty good HP. Strength seems okay. Again, this seems weird. His stats look so much better. These stats look insanely good when compared to the other characters who have thus far been added. Like, these stats are unbelievably good in comparison to the other added characters. But that probably just means you get him later in the game, right? 26 speed. Hey, I mean, Ike had 23 speed, so 26 seems really good. 22, Ike had 24, so that seems pretty good. 18 to Ike's, I think Ike had 20 defense, so. Volug's stat growths don't really do him a whole lot of good. But his base stats seem okay. I don't know. It seems like he could work. Seems like he could work. I don't know. The Lagoos look so weird with their growth being so low. I just don't know about the Lagoos in this game. Added Fiona, class Halberdier. Okay. Constitution 7, weight 31. What? That seems really heavy for a halberdier, especially one as scrawny as she is. Whatever. I guess maybe they misprinted. Maybe it was supposed to be like a weight of. I don't know how you miss 31 though. I don't know how you get a weight of 31. That's not like you were like reaching for the 3 key and accidentally hit the 1 on top of it. Also, weight of 3 would be really off too. This seems really off right here. Move of 8. Yeah, that's not a halberdier move. Something's off here. Something went really wrong. Developers fucked up really hard here. So, oopsies on their part. Let's see what we got to work with here. Stats looking really garbage again. Growth not really compensating for these. Like, the speed of 60 will help get the speed out of that pit it's in. I guess defense could maybe get out of that little bit of a rut. 40 on an 8 strength, that's never really going to compensate. She'll never be good in strength at that rate. She looks bad. She looks pretty damn bad. Added Vika, class Raven. Holy shit, we get a Raven. I don't think we... Did we get a Raven? No, we didn't. The only Raven you could even use in the previous patch was Nasala. So we get our first Raven. Alright, cool. Let's see what we got. 38 HP. Seems pretty decent. 18 strength is pretty solid. I mean... I don't really know. Like, I guess Mia had what? Mia had 17. Lucina had 18. So it's like Lucina. She's faster than Lucina and Mia. Or Lucia. I think I said Lucina. Lucia. And then 14. So, again, kind of a Myrmidon, but it's a flying Myrmidon. So, flying, flying's always good. The growths, those are actually, holy shit, these are some really good growths. I mean, the 50 magic, I don't know how that's going to help, but, I mean, she's got 50 magic, I guess. 60 skill and speeds, nice. 65 luck, fine, whatever. 65. That's unfortunate, because I'm pretty sure you want strength on her, but these are some insanely good growths for Lagoos, compared to a lot of the other Lagoos, anyways, that we've been looking at. Vika seems kind of okay. I mean, the strength is unfortunate. That's about the only thing I can see that's really, really holding her back. Is that garbage tier strength. But other than that, she looks like she could work. Looks like you could make her work. Added Raphael. Class, Heron. Okay, he's a dancer. So, he's a dancer. Doesn't really matter what his stats are. He dances. That's good. Wait, does that mean... Wait, it didn't say Rayson removed, and we saw Rayson already, so we get multiple dancers? No way. There's no way they give you multiple dancers. Fire Emblem's never given you multiple dancers. Do you know how broken it is to have multiple dancers? No way. What is this? There's no way you have multiple dancers. If they did, that's insanely good. I would love to have multiple dancers. That'd be insanely good. But there's no way they did that. What is... But he's a Heron. What else would he do? Unless he's like a yellow unit. Or a green unit, maybe? But why would he have growths? I mean, I guess green units have growths occasionally. I don't know what to make of this. This is either Christmas has come early and Intelligent Systems has saw fit to reward all of us who have enjoyed Fire Emblem over the years and thought, you know what the best thing we could do for them is to give them a second dancer, or he's like a green unit or something. I don't know. But if he's a dancer, second dancer is insanely good. Let's keep it up. Added Nyla, class Wolf Queen, weight, movement. Yep. But we get Wolf Queen, I guess, to go with the Hawk King, the Raven King, all that. Those are some really good stats. Nothing to complain about there. Those are some really good stats. The growths are standard Lagoos for this patch. Really shitty, and I just don't know what to make of them. But bases like that, who needs growths? Added Nalucci. Hey, Nalucci's playable, and he's a Raven. We get 2 Ravens. We get a really young girl, and we get a really, really old man. And his stats are very comparable, actually, to Vika's here. Oh yeah, those are very comparable. Better defense and res, better speed, worse skill, better strength. Okay, so he's basically a slightly better Vika in terms of stats, but all of his growths are worse. Or generally speaking, worse. So basically, Nalucci's like the Raven you get to use if you just want to use a Raven that's pretty good and can hold its own, but it'll never really improve. Whereas Vika is like if you want to use a Raven that's actually going to grow into a serviceable unit eventually. That seems fair. Added Leanne. Class here. Another... What the fuck is this shit? This would in theory be a third dancer. Something is going on. Something is very different about this game. I have no idea what to make of this. I don't even know how to talk about Leanne. All right, it's a dancer. The stats don't fucking matter. It's a dancer. The only thing that matters is did they honestly give us 3 dancers? Because that's insane. There's no way they gave us 3 dancers. Do you know how much shit you could get up to? Do you know how powerful that is to have 3 dancers? This is nuts. There's no way they let you have 3. What is up with this? I don't even know what to make of it. I'm so just mind blown right now, and I just don't know what to do. A third dancer, but apparently that's the thing we're doing now. We're just have all the dancers. Apparently that's what we're doing now. Added Heather, class Rogue, con 777. Okay, another one that's just all the luck in the world. Heather should go gambling. Stats aren't a big deal, because Rogue/Thief is just, looting and pillaging. But for what it's worth, the stat growths aren't terribly good. The base stats are kind of garbage, aside from the standard speed luck, or the speed skill that most thieves have. So, it's a thief. She can, I'm assuming, since she's a rogue/thief or whatever, that she's going to pick locks and open doors. So, and, yeah. She's going to do that just fine, and her stats, if she does level up, are fine, I guess. She's never going to be a good combat unit, but fine. Added Kaiser, class Tiger. Yay, another Tiger. How do you do? You're a lot worse than every other Tiger we've looked at so far. Like, significantly worse. And your growths... Actually, your growths are a lot better. Sort of. Murarum had some really insane growths. Or, Murarum had some really insane growths. I don't know. He seems serviceable, aside from the fact that both the other Tigers are arguably better. He's faster than Mordecai, but his defense, strength, and HP are all worse than both Mordecai and Murarum, so his growths can compensate. He could, in theory, maybe get better if you raise him, but probably better to just use Murarum. Added Lyrie. Added this person. Class Cat. Looks a lot like Leth, actually. Interesting. HP seems kind of fine, I guess. It looks low compared to other Lagoos, maybe. Well, maybe not. 55 for him. Or some of the other ones. Like you had 53. You had 38. HP seems like it's kind of okay-ish. Probably could be a little higher, but 50% growth, I guess. That's not bad. 14 strength is garbage. 22 skills, fine. 22 speed's fine-ish, I guess. The growths are not terrible. Strength is a little low. But another Lagoos that doesn't have absolutely shit tier growths. So I guess in theory you could try and train Liar and she wouldn't necessarily be ass, I guess, right? Maybe? I don't know. The Lagoons are so weird in this game. I just don't know what to make of them. Added Screamer. Class Lion. Con big. Weight even bigger. Movement 7-9. Oh hey, there's Sonicy. Spoiling myself. But we'll get to her. 66. There's some HP. 38 strength. 28 speed. 26 speed. Yep. Yeah, that's pretty solid. Pretty solid. It's a little on the sluggish side. Not like... Doesn't look like terribly slow, but looks a little slow. I guess Ike had, what, 23 speed? Shinon had, like, 24 speed. Tanya was 21. I'm trying to just go back to some of the older ones that I had, trying to think of their speed. What about the other Tigers? Like, Muraram had 22 speed, I think. Mordecai had 18. Speed seems okay. Speed might be okay, actually. Thinking back on a bunch of the other ones. Again, it's really hard because the benchmarks aren't just comparing to other units. You got to compare them to the enemies that they're going to be facing, and I don't know what the stats the enemies are. He's going to be fighting against. 26 speed seems okay though. His growths look like standard Lagoo's growths, except for his HP and his defense both look insanely good. Serviceable unit. I think he could work. Added Sonicy. Class Empress. She looks a lot older. I mean, I guess they did say like, again, like what was it, 3 years, 4 years, something like that passed. So I mean, it's only fair that she looks a little older. I did not like her old portrait. I mean, she was like a kid. I think she's still a kid. Obviously, you can see she's still a kid, but like she looked like a little tiny baby kid in the first game. At least now she looks like, I don't know, maybe like 10 or 11, I guess. I don't know how old she'd be, but I did not like her old portrait. That's what I want to get across. Her new portrait looks a lot better than her old one. Just the old one looked like just nasty. I did not like it. She looked like way too much of a kid, I guess, if that's what you want to say. All right, HP is low, strength, magic's insanely high. Speed seems low considering Ike starts at 23. I guess I don't know when you get hurt. If you get hurt around the same time you get Ike, then I guess well, that's huge magic though. Huge magic. Pretty good res. Growth, pretty solid all around. Speed's a little lacking, but Sonicy looks like she could do all right. Looks like she's serviceable. Added Peleus, class Dark Sage. Hey, it's our Dark Mage. 996. Garbage. A little low. I'd say garbage. Low HP, low strength, but he's magic. 24. Wow. Hold on. Hold the phone. Sonicy's got you beat for magic, dude. Like, your magic seems low all of a sudden in comparison. Your speed is lower. Your everything is lower. You're just worse than Sonicy. Okay, Sonicy's got you beat apparently, and your growths are not. Holy shit! 35 HP. Yeah, your growths do not compensate. You look pretty bad. 60 speed, I guess. So you'll eventually be really fast, I guess. But that's about all I can say for you is you'll eventually be fast. I guess he'll hit kind of hard. 55 on a 24. You'll hit kind of hard. I guess the Dark Tomes are pretty strong, hopefully, so that can help to compensate a little. You do not look that impressive, sorry to say, Peleus, but maybe Dark Magic's worth it. We'll see. Added Canagus, Class, Lion, Con, weight, movement, all that fun stuff. That is big boy right there, 47. Base stats, lots of HP, huge strength, huge skill, solid speed, I imagine. I mean, it's so hard to tell. I mean, that's the fastest I've seen so far, aside from, I think, Tibarn and Sala are the only ones who had faster speed than him. Or higher speeds than him. 44 defense. Okay, Canagus. Kicking the shit. Like, do these growths even matter? His stats are insane. He's got growths that just may as well not exist. He's good. This is just good. Use I don't know when you get Canagus, but when you get him, he's apparently a god. So I guess you just keep using him. Added Kurthnaga. Who the fuck is Kurthnaga? I mean, I guess that's why they're adding him. Dragon Prince. Oh! Oh, yes, yeah. He's the one that that Ike met when they were on the boat this year. Okay, yeah, so you get to play as him now? That's cool. Con 43, a little bit lighter than Canagus up there. Wait. I think I found another mistake. Intelligent systems, I think he's supposed to be 5'6". Why would you lose speed when you transform? I think they fucked that one up. Oopsies. Sucks to be you, Game Freak. Or not Game Freak, that's the wrong one. Intelligent systems. Finding your mistakes, left, right, and center. Here we go. That's supposed to be, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be 5'6". I don't know why it would be that way. Alright, base stats. Kind of good HP. Seems like good strength. Skills really low. Speed seems a little low. Defense seems okay. Resistance seems okay. Gonna get his HP up there. Strength seems good. Speed's shaky and doesn't. Okay, aside from the shaky speed and skill, seems okay. I don't think he's great by any means, but I think he's okay. You could probably make him work with a little bit of effort. Added Renning. Class Gold Knight, whatever that means. Is that like, is he like the final class of the general? 37, maybe. 37 weight, could be. HP, strength, magic skill, all that fun stuff. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. Growth. Got good growth in some areas, like strength and defense there. Speed looks like it'll be enough to keep him fast. I don't know. 29 speed looks like he's not going to double or be doubled type of a thing. Well, no, because, again, I'm trying to compare. It's so hard to compare all these. I have no idea when they're going to join. My guess would be that 29 speed is just a little shy of being able to double, but the 40% growth means that he'll never actually be doubled because he'll keep getting enough speed to stop himself from being doubled. So I'm wondering if is Gold Knight supposed to be the final form of general, because that seems like right where his speed would be then. Seems okay. Seems like he could work. What? No, 9 move. There's no way he's a general. 9 move, that would make him like a... Oh, is he a wyvern? He might be a wyvern. That would make sense. That would make sense. What the fuck is a Gold Knight? Why would it not be like... I don't know. I don't know Gold Knight. Judging by the move, it's a mounted class. So it'd be like Wyvern or like the Paladin upgrade or something. Could be either or. Judging by his speed and his kind of okay but not great growth versus his high defense, high strength, pretty decent skill here, I would suspect he's probably Wyvern. Could be. I don't know. Added Gareth. Class Red Dragon. Con. Solid. Weight. Holy fuck. This dude is a train. Like, holy fuck. Yeah, see, okay, see, 5'6". He's a dragon, 5'6". So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a whoopsies on or Intelligent Systems part. Gareth here. That's a lot of HP. I don't think I've ever seen a player unit with that kind of HP level before. That's insane. 44 strength. That's on par with Kane, I guess. Of course, 14 speed is insanely low. 42 defense, though. He's going to get doubled by everything, but with 42 defense, it probably doesn't do a whole lot to him. And then his stat growths are really low, standard Lagoos, except for his HP, which is insanely good. But how much more HP can he really gain, honestly? I don't know. He field him. I don't know. This is so hard to tell whether he'd be good or not. This is such a weird. I've never seen stats this erratic before. 44 strength, 42 defense with 14 speed. Like, what the hell is this shit? The difference in these numbers is so insanely great. I've never seen anything like this before. I don't know what to make of it. Gareth is either a super tank that the likes of which no one's ever seen before, or he's just a really bad unit because he gets doubled by everything. I don't know. I really don't know. This could go either way. And guess that's the end of the patch note. Gareth is the last one. So, all right, cool. This patch looks like it's really big, judging by just how much shit we've had to go through. There's a lot here. There's a lot to do. I cannot wait to jump in and play it. So much here. The general changes, I think, were there's so many good general changes. I don't really have time to summarize this. I've been on for way too long. I'm getting really tired myself. So, whew. Yeah, that is patch 10.0.0. Looks like it's going to be an insanely good patch. We'll see what happens as they update it down the line. And they start getting up some of the balance patches. But, yeah. I can't wait to jump in and play it. We'll call it here. This is, thanks everybody for watching this first impressions video of this patch. And, yeah, we'll see you guys around.